It's that time, baby. It is that time. You know what time it is. You know what you're here for. And I'm just going to play it right now, dude. What the fuck was that dude right here? That's every Giants fan in the world right now. I don't know what else to really say. I got this over DMs. John Maris kidnapping all of the medium sodas, and they will chuck them at your faces, and it will just be bad. And I'm going to say it one more time, sir. I think you might legitimately miss this guy with how bad that defensive performance was in the fourth. Brian Dable ripping on Shane Bowen. I mean, you made the Broncos pretend they're good. I don't know how you did it, and you also cost me a fantasy football game because I was up against Mo Picks, and you made him look like a god. So congratulations. I'll give you a golf clap. Golf clap. Absolute golf clap. Well done.
Thanks for that. That game cost me a lot, not just mentally, physically. No, you don't have to solo me.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Sometimes it seemed like it was
fine. It was bad, and unfortunately, it got really emotional. Towards the end, I was stunned. I wasn't feeling good, and I lost my cool, and I said a slur, and it was not cool, and it was in the moment. Now everything that I'm about to say from now on is not an excuse. I want to make that 100% clear. I just want to give you guys some context as to what happened. I was streaming. I was at the end of the game, and I kind of lost where I was. Like, I just completely, if you see on the stream, like, I was like, oh crap, I'm still streaming. And then I look in the chat and someone is insulting me viciously in the chat, like just calling me every word under the sun, calling me a loser, and so I reacted in a extremely poor way. And as I was banning that person, I'm not going to run from this, I said the F slur. And it just happened. And I didn't know what, I was just like, oh my God, what did I do? And then I ended the stream, and I chose to edit it out of the stream because I don't need it to be more hateful. I don't need more people to expose it to themselves, to the clip, and to hear that. Now, the one thing I want to say more than anything is the amount of support that I have gotten from you, the viewers, everyone. I made an apology video. I wanted to take accountability for it because that's not who I am. And there's more context around it. There's something I had never talked about. My own child is a member of the LGBT community. Hold on.
It's okay. Take your time, brother. Take your time.
And it was really hard to go through that because my spouse and my ex-wife and I did not agree on how to handle it. And for 2 years, my own child wasn't able to come out to me because of the reaction that she had faced before. And so to watch your own child go through something that difficult, and then for me to drop a word like that is just not cool. And I made a mistake, and I'm sorry for it. And it's what happened. And I hope that we can move on from it. I hope we can all be better from it. I've certainly learned my lesson. The biggest thing that I worry about is you guys, you know, um, you know, just I get it. You know, you're in support of me. You're sitting here right across from me, and I appreciate that you're here. So I just don't want. And also like there's no. I don't expect it to just go away. And I just want to take accountability, and I just want to thank everyone that's come out in support of me, and that haven't viciously attacked me. And you guys have been amazing. And I can't tell you how bad it was after I got off the stream. Like I could not move. I just, I was, I'm more upset about myself, my own actions, than anything that has been said about me or that has, you know, attacked me. So again, I'm going to learn from this. I'm going to be better. It'll never happen again. And the support from the LBGQT community has been amazing as well. I think the most ready to forgive has been that group. And so I love all of you, and you're great. So thank you.
I mean, that's pretty powerful stuff, man. And from what I've like seen and heard, I mean, you didn't say it in terms of a derogatory way. It just, you know, we grew up with that word, especially 20 years ago, Call of Duty servers. That word was flung around left and right. And that's the problem. It's just things evolve, things change over time. You didn't say it in a way that was derogatory towards the LGBTQ community. You said it was just a spur of the moment thing. It was just a reactionary thing of somebody just blowing out a 33-point lead. That's understandable. And with the way you've said the apology, you've been extremely remorseful, and a lot of people are actually, I mean, trust me, I mean, I handled this the right way. If I'm going to say, like, not trying to kiss your ass or anything, but just more or less that's just how I see it right now. I actually didn't know that about your kid. I mean, I've known people that have had trouble coming out of the closet in the industry before, and it's that loss of identity there. So
yeah, it's something that, you know, I haven't talked about a lot, and it's just I love and accept my child, however they identify, and I was quick to do that. And it was an area of contention. I will say that, you know, it was I just feel bad that there's people out there that might still be closeted that have to deal with that. And yeah. You've seen me stream. We've been streaming now for 7 years, and I have not. I don't think anything I do comes from a place of hate. I do hate the Falcons for blowing a 28-3 lead.
I think everyone does, dude.
Yeah, I made a mistake, and you know, I wanted to get out in front of this, and we can move on from it. And let's do that. Let's do the tier maker, and we'll move on and learn from this. But again, I just, you know, in that moment, it was bad. It was really bad. So
it's a crash out. It happens, dude. I've crashed out before. Trust me.
Yeah. I just, you know, I'm really debating about streaming the game this Sunday, just because I might want to just take a week off and learn to control my emotions a little bit better. Clearly, this team is trying to kill me. So let's transition to a little bit of football here. That is the point of the show. But again, I love you all, and you're amazing.
You should have just called him a British meatball. It would have been fine. But I get it.
Yeah, it happened, and I hope that we can all move on. And you guys have been great. I can't say it.
I feel like, as I said, there was just a little bit, but otherwise, I feel like people have been more or less understanding. It's just
I'm actually shocked by how understanding people have been. But again, that doesn't mean that I don't have to, that I just feign accountability. Like I did it. I own it 100%. It happened. So let's move on. All right.
Well, you didn't bring out a ukulele. You're good.
Yeah, we'll talk about the Giants game when we get to it. But first, we have the tier maker. You can read some
Absolutely. Will do so.
super chats while I set this up. Is there a Tank Bowl in play now that the NBA on NBC is back?
I don't know, but I feel like it should be.
Do we need a Tank Bowl tier? Or do we wait until like week?
Because I feel like the Tank Bowl teams are just pure trash. Like the Jets should not be rewarded for how bad they are. That's just how I feel.
Yeah, they're just they will be though. The Jets are awful.
I mean, being the Jets is just the Jets.
Have you seen that video of the kid where they're like, "How do you feel?" And he's like, "This is generational trauma. I was born into it. It's never gonna get better."
Yeah.
Like he's just like he's a 17-year-old kid just dying inside.
Oh yeah,
MetLife Stadium.
Here's what you do: you find his parents, you arrest them for child abuse. That is just malignant. How they willingly raised him to be a Jets fan. That is the equivalent of generational trauma, as you said.
Didn't I see there was like an Onion post that said, was it Jets in trouble for marketing to minors? it was pretty bad. All right, so then let's do football. Hell,
yes, sir. LACEB for 5. Here's your payment tree for the transfer of Yinzer bullshit to the line secondary. Your post of Yassine helped us greatly. Jokes aside, hard, y'all. Love you too, brother. Appreciate you, my man. And No Rules X Bucks rushed Mike Evans out too early. He done. Problem is, it was an injury completely unrelated. He had a hamstring injury, but he had a broken collarbone. I don't think it was anything to do with the hamstring. That was the problem. It was just a bang play. And the first time you saw him go down, I'm like, crap. So, sorry. There goes the unfortunate 1,000-yard reception streak, which is
dude. Mike Evans has been.
He's been Mr. Consistent for over a decade.
We just got a 50, so I got to.
We got a 50? All right. Yeah. Ready, 50. I'll do this after Jack Danaher. Here we go. And this is actually a question for 5, so I'll wait till you finish up. Yes, sir.
All right.
Jack Danaher. The Broncos-Giants game alone should have fired everyone. Why are Dable, Brown, and Shane still employed? Also, Tua leads the league in picks. LMF.
Yeah, Tua's been bad. Mike McDaniel's going to lose his job.
Mike McDaniel's a dead man walking.
I just don't know what why am I still solo? What the hell's going on?
Sorry, my bad. I was just trying to make sure everything was good there.
It's all good. Where is this?
Okay. And we'll do Blaze 4825. No hard feelings 5. I have a cousin who's gay.
What? How'd that go? How'd you mess that up?
There we go. Sorry about that. It's probably my mouse being trigger happy. With that being said, when a coach like Aaron Glenn is being compared to butt fumble coat tight, you know it's bad. The Jets are a complete joke of an organization. Mm-hmm.
They are terrible.
It's
like I don't know.
Old Jets reign supreme.
Who did I see? Someone said, what the Lions need is Aaron Glenn in their second.
No, actually, that would be for their NFC North rivals, because at the end of the day, like his defenses were terrible, and like they were bad until 24. I was thinking like, okay, maybe he evolved, but dear God, it's
I just
bad.
Don't know how these guys get like Shane Bowen. Like, why is it just because
I don't know why
he
Shane
knows
Bowen's
football?
still employed? I don't know how he's still employed. I mean, look at what Brian Burns was doing and tell me that Shane Bowen is worthy of a defensive coordinator job for him.
117 off the fucking drive, bro. The fucking they gonna lose that stupid ass shit.
So Brian Burns came out and said that he wasn't mad at Bowen or the play call.
Sure. You talk about rushing 8.
He's clearly not wanting to throw his coach or his reputation under the bus, but that was quite Bowen. The sound bite that he was mad.
Mad. I don't blame him, dude. He's been on bad teams for God knows how long.
And Burns he's playing his ass off, man. He is the best probably pass rusher in the league right now.
One of them,
And
anyway.
he's yeah.
Probably Benito might be better, but you guys neutralized Benito.
Oh my God, yeah, Andrew Thomas. The game. Well, we'll get into it when we get to that tier. But
Yep.
The Giants played 55 minutes of incredible football, and yeah, it was bad.
Drew Kashal. Well, my Mariners left a lot of us heartbroken. Not sure why Dan Wilson kept the struggling Woo in the 7th. I almost ripped my pants because of it. I didn't feel too comfortable how it would play out and didn't. Let me see if there's another one here.
Woo looked really good right before then. Woo looked like he was on a mission. The problem is you go to game 7 in a bullpen game. Like it's just, it was rough. That was the Mariners' dick punch of dick punches, man. They had 2 chances to go to the World Series and they blew them both.
Yeah,
they got blown out in game 6.
And then game 7, they had the chance, and it was just the ultimate dick punch. I mean, that is the dick punch of dick punches. To literally be on the cusp of reaching something that you had never experienced before, and they get it ripped from you in one pitch. That is amazing.
At least it wasn't on an error with the bases loaded. Like the Blue Jays earned it. You know, they hit a bomb to get there. It wasn't cheap.
That's all it was. Yeah. Like Bizardo, he was your best pitcher in the playoffs. He pitched the most. Everyone's talking about, oh, you should have put in Andres Munoz, but how would you have pitched the 8th and 9th then? You needed to save Munoz. That's the problem.
It's amazing, man. The last MLB game I went to, like nothing's cheap. Like even the singles are freaking ripped, and you're just
they're like 100 miles per hour down the gut.
Yeah, like I can't. Like all my hits in men's league this year were little flares and occasional.
You still got on base, dude.
Yeah,
my one hit this year was a ground ball made great play by the shortstop. He had made a bad throw, and I was able to dodge the tag. That's the only hit I had. So trust me, I get it.
Yeah. Crazy. All right, let's start tiering some tiers.
Yes, sir. I'll do one more here because it's actually mine. Christopher Breckner. Tree, I must issue an apology. I've said something horribly wrong and offensive. I called the Miami Dolphins trash. I'm sorry, trash. To say that the Dolphins are like you in any way is wrong. I'm so sorry. I mean, you're right. I mean, the Dolphins are just not trash. I mean, they're lower than trash. The trash would play better on defense.
Trash would be better on defense. Trash would probably have less turnovers too.
Trash,
literal trash.
The franchise over.
Dude. Yeah, it's getting bad and ugly. And they gave him that contract because they really don't have a choice.
$52 million, and he can no longer throw a football. That is backbreaking. And the thing is, I like Tua as a player, especially a couple of years ago. You can't defend this. He's making terrible throws, and he's throwing players under the bus, and you are throwing like stuff that would get you benched in high school. My God. I'm surprised. I mean, Mike McDaniel, he's throwing out the most passive-aggressive shit. Did you see this coming out of him?
Yeah, he's going to take the snaps this week, and he's going to their starter this week, and my expectation is that we don't throw 10 picks.
Don't throw 10 picks. That is so catty. It's like the Real Housewives of Miami are coming back, dude. Whew. I mean, honestly, I don't blame him.
This? Oh. It was weird. YouTube rejected my comment. I just said we'll get to them all. I was trying to say we're going to get to every super chat. It was weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
All right, let's start with that was also an amazing clip.
Yep. And Jared Froman, Joe Flacco still owns the Steelers, goes, pizza. Oh, that was also a good clip. I found that in the Steeler game. I was just spamming it nonstop.
Pizza. Speaking of the Steeler game, this happened a long time ago. Joe Flacco goes out and destroys the Steelers. The Steelers thought they were going to waltz to 5-1, 6-1,
5-1.
Yeah, and now you're
in a clear path in the AFC. Yep. And now they are back
4-2. And the Super Bowl tier is going to be wild after this week.
I don't know if there's even going to be a Super Bowl tier.
Yeah, we didn't even have one last week.
Yeah,
and we're back.
Problem with the Steelers.
Explain yourself,
now.
Tree.
Well, explain myself. The problem is simple. It's the defense. The defense was horrid. We're sitting here with Joe Flacco, who pretty much did nothing for the entirety of the Cleveland roster. You have Cincinnati. You have a terrible offensive line, one of the worst defenses in football, without Trey Hendrickson, mind you, and a running game averaging 55 yards per game. What they did is they went there and smacked you. 475 yards on the ground. Actually, 470-ish. And you also have like 142 of it on the ground. Chase Brown was able to run like it was last year with Joe Flacco, and they couldn't get any pushback. They couldn't really get any pressure there. They couldn't really contain anybody. And the problem is with Joe Flacco, they weren't even running anything ornate. They were just running inside slants and out routes. And Jalen Ramsey couldn't cover shit. Darius Slay couldn't cover shit. It's the problem with having an old team. And the reality is the scheme has just been picked apart. Joe Flacco saw everything coming, and he was able to just dissect it with ease. Because, I mean, this is the 25th time he's seen Tomlin's defenses, and they haven't changed. Jamar Chase has come out and said that the Steelers' defense hasn't changed. They knew what was coming, and it's a real embarrassment because we were kind of thinking, okay, they haven't played anyone pseudo-legitimate as of yet. I mean, New England, you won because of fumbles. Seattle, you got humiliated. This one, I would say, is probably the biggest humiliation on the year. I mean, the Bengals are a team you should beat if you are a legitimate contender. Aaron Rodgers did his job. The offense was relatively solid for what it's worth. There were a couple mistakes. Aaron Rodgers had, the great arm punts. DK Metcalf had a ball ripped from his hands called an interception. But at the same time, as I said, it wasn't the fault of the offense. The offense did what they needed to do. You score 31 points, you should win. But the problem is the defense just fell apart. And unfortunately, I know a lot of people are saying you should fire Terrell Austin. Fire Terrell Austin. No, firing Terrell Austin ain't going to do a damn thing. This has been Tomlin's baby for about a decade now, ever since Dick LeBeau left. This is his footprints. He has a heavy control over that defense. I mean, Terrell Austin does probably scheme up some designs as well as certain play calls, but for the most part, that is Tomlin's fingerprints all over it. And if you're not getting pressure from TJ Watt doing superhero shit or Cam Hayward doing superhero shit, you get the result we saw last night. Or on Thursday, I should say.
You're still division, though.
No, of course.
Your division is dog shit.
No, the division is dog
you're still
shit.
Two games. You lost a game, and you're still 2 games up in the loss column.
And you could have been 3 or 4. That's the problem. Because that could have made you run away with that division, and now it's starting to get a little teetery because next week you play Green Bay. And I think that's going to be close because Green Bay's been playing opponents tight, but if you're 4-3, that's a whole different ball game from looking 5-2. Just putting it out there. 4-3, you still have some concerns coming in. Green Bay's going to be hungry because of the Aaron Rodgers revenge game.
Yeah. It's going to be a lot of drama, a lot of filmed conversations between Aaron Rodgers and ex-teammates, and him getting mad that they're filming it.
Oh, of course.
Yes. All right. So the Bengals are football hell.
Yeah, but Rodgers is probably going to ready to kill people too. He was ready to kill Broderick Jones. Did you see the tackle?
Oh my God! What is Broderick Jones doing, dude? That guy's older than me.
He was just excited, man. Like I think that's the problem. Like he was like a little bit like, ah, and then he's tackled.
Aaron Rodgers was like, "Yo, man, if I get hurt,
dude, you're trying to kill me."
Fucking tackle.
Dude,
like he was pissed, dude.
Yeah, I don't blame him, dude. If he gets an injury like that, and it's very possible, he would have probably been locale of the week. Like he would have been derided in this town.
You have imagined if his own tackle hurt him after.
It would have been hilarious, cruel but hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know about hilarious. All right, Rams, Jaguars, Rams. Actually, what happened to the Jaguars?
Offensive
they were good, and
inconsistency
now
and
they're
discipline.
just. Are they a wild card team?
Probably wild card, but they do not look good on offense. Their offense is a mess. They all I'm seeing is like, oh, Trevor Lawrence overthrew a pass. Oh, a pass got dropped. Oh, Trevor Lawrence underthrew a pass. Oh, Trevor Lawrence overthrew another pass. Oh, by the way, 4th down, pass got dropped. 4 straight turnover on downs, penalties, ill-advised throughout the wazoo, lack of discipline. They're the most penalized team in football. They had their big win against Kansas City, and then it seems like the wheels just fell off. It's kind of their narrative. And with that, it's more or less just it allowed the Rams a pretty easy win, more or less, just because they just didn't make mistakes.
Yeah, they cruised.
They were clean.
They cruised.
And I don't know how to really think of the Rams.
It's a weird division, dude.
Ooh,
I think they're the best team in that division. Honestly,
I don't know what to think of them because they haven't really had that statement win yet. They've been close, but it hasn't really they had that moment where it's like, there's your moment where you were a true contender. So until they have that, they're going to have their doubters. I like the Rams. I think they're a well-balanced team. I think they're very underrated in a lot of aspects, but at the same time, you more or less just have to wonder, okay, when is their breakout going to be?
I don't think the Jags are a wild card team, honestly. I'm going to put them down.
They are 4-2.
They're only 4-3.
4-3.
4-3.
4-3.
And they've looked bad 2 consecutive weeks after beating the Chiefs. You know,
Well, you can argue the Chiefs more or less beat themselves in some regards that day.
yeah. All right, Eagles, Vikings, Carson Wentz, the only quarterback.
Hey, best performance he's had for Philly in years.
Oh yeah, literally. Carson Wentz is poo poo doo doo pee pee.
And the problem is they're starting him because J.J. McCarthy either isn't healthy or isn't good. Both are on the injured list now. So it may be Max Brosmer season in Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts went ham. He is the only reason why Philadelphia won this game. And the sad part is this should be a much better unit, and they're still struggling offensively for long stretches of time. It is a Patullo problem, and until they realize that, you're not going to have that true potential, what they could be. Now, they did have this issue early on last year, and they finally got it together. But the problem is there's been the drama, there's been the turmoil. They haven't gotten Saquon going yet. A.J. Brown's been complaining, and then you finally get the ball to A.J. and Devontae. Magic happens, and look at that. You're finally moving the football. And you want to scream at Kevin Patullo's head and say, look what you're doing when you actually throw the football and stretch the field. You move the ball. And you finally get the running game going too. And until he realizes that and doesn't try to make it more conventional, they're going to be in trouble.
Yeah, the Vikes are. I'm going to put them down back in football hell.
They're football hell, especially with their quarterback issues, their injuries.
And this hurts, but probably the Eagles are back up at Super Bowl. You know, that loss to the Giants was a little fluky. You know, the Giants actually just didn't derp for a game, but I don't think the Giants are as good as the Eagles for sure. They're miscoached. So I'm going to put the Eagles back at Super Bowl. And then let's do one more, and then we'll get back to the Super Chats. The Patriots. Are the Patriots a contender?
Their division at the very minimum. Drake May is emerging in front of our very eyes.
Yes. All Drake the things May that everyone hated about Drake May, he's shut everyone up about.
Here's the thing. I like Drake May coming out of college. I mean, I figured, Justin Herbert and Josh Allen had a baby. You needed the right developmental system. It wasn't last year because Gerard Mayo didn't have it. But under this regime, he's done really well. And, I mean, I noticed it when he played Pittsburgh, too. Drake May was pretty good. He had that one mistake near the end zone, but that was because of Ramondre Stevenson and Antonio Gibson that they lost that game. Drake May kept them in it. He did a solid job. And I think with more time, he's starting to become one of the AFC's elites. And it's very disturbing for the rest of the AFC East because you're thinking, oh, we've got a couple of days off. Buffalo's finally in their own. They're enjoying things. They're top of the division for the first time in 30 years. The Dolphins are finally getting experience. The Jets. But it just more or less comes into that sort of thing. Patriots, they finally came back home from their vacation in Saudi Arabia. And now they're like, okay, welcome back, buddy. Time to get the belt out. Time to get some discipline going. Let's roll.
Belt to ass. Yeah, May's cleaned up all the issues that you thought, that he was going to have in the NFL, and he's looking good, man.
And he doesn't have high-end receivers. He's throwing to 32-year-old Stephon Diggs, Kayshon Boutte.
Yeah.
A couple of Demario Douglas.
All right, the Titans are
they trash.
Jets trash.
I can't believe someone thinks that Mike McCoy is a decent interim head coach. That halftime drive before halftime.
Terrible. They're tanking.
They are tanking. They're tanking, and Cam Ward is being ruined.
Round ball rack. Yeah, he is being ruined. But a lot of second year. Sometimes they get that second year coach that's there to develop. But it wasn't Brian Callahan. I'll tell you.
Do you trust the Titans to do it though? Because I feel like they're either going to go Arthur Smith or Mike McCarthy, some uninspired retread, and think, oh, okay, well, there's a connection here. We can develop that.
Okay. All right. You say Mike McCarthy. One thing that Mike McCarthy brings into the building is professionalism. He's going to bring professional assistants, professional routines. He's not going to get the Titans to a Super Bowl, but he's going to he's gonna run things the way that a coach run things. It's kind of like when you get a boss where he's got a lot of experience, and you're like, all right, this guy knows this shit. I hate you, but you know your shit. You know.
See,
Like,
I mean, I feel
it's-
like I'm not that high on Mike McCarthy, especially in his latter Packers tenure. I just saw a coach that kind of got content and lost his way. It's at least how I feel.
No rules. Do not bring Mike McCarthy to the Giants. When I said professionalism,
Okay,
Titans
so
need that.
professionalism, but you don't want it. Okay, sure.
I think the Giants have, some type of structure. They just make boneheaded and stupid decisions all the time.
So
Like,
here's
they
my
have
question.
they have
now.
organizational I wouldn't say integrity, structure. They just don't know what they're doing on the field.
I don't know if it's structure. The problem is if you don't know what you're doing on your field, there's a problem with the structure. That's how I feel it is.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean,
Yeah,
honestly,
yeah.
I mean, I feel like you need to clean house after that kind of loss. They had their chance in their audition to keep their job, and they blew it.
Yeah, well,
And the fact that you're still keeping Shane Bowen around says that Brian Dable is lost in the plot.
Yeah, yes. They basically fired Wink Martindale, who had that
They had-
defense whipped up
They had-
and into
they had
shape.
an ego spat.
Yep. And Dable won, but Wink Martindale's gone. And you
Mhm.
can put that entire 2022 run on Wink Martindale and Saquon Barkley.
Yep.
And they're both gone.
Mhm.
All right,
They
let's
made the
get
wrong
through some
mistakes when it comes
supers before the
Yep.
next pod.
TG7849. In honor of the NBA tonight, favorite NBA YouTubers. Ooh. I don't watch
Jimmy
much
High
NBA
Roller. We got to meet Mike Korzemba, a really nice
Mhm.
guy. Troy Dan, I've met
Troy
in
Dan.
person, pretty
Mhm.
awesome. But Mike Korzemba is pretty good. And who else did we meet that at SeatGeek, that event?
I'm trying to think. It was a lot of 2Hype guys, but they were more or less doing their own thing, so I didn't really.
Oh,
meet
Christopher London was pretty cool. He was cool. Kofi's awesome. Yeah. Kofi Yaboa.
Kofi, I feel like, is more of a general YouTuber, not really a basketball guy, at least from what I've
Yeah.
seen.
Jimmy High Roller is amazing because every video he puts out is like 33 million views. I'm like, how does this guy fucking do it?
Not
man?
bad.
Dom 2K is awesome. Yeah.
Mhm.
Kenny Beecham is awesome. Yeah, you guys are naming some awesome dudes.
Oh, yeah.
We've intersected with a lot of them. Chris Smoove.
Chris Move. Oh, the
Ronnie
classic.
2K. Ronnie 2K is pretty cool. He's all in with that crew. I don't really follow like NBA YouTubers.
Yeah, same here. Like I more or less just do my own thing. S-Bill's here, member for 12 months. Joe Flacco's going to win
Andy
the AFC
Hoops.
North. Huh?
Andy Hoops is good. That guy breaks down. Also, what's his name? Michael McKelvey is really good. He's all sports, but he's really, really good. You've seen that guy, right?
A little bit.
He's the guy who talks about like eyes discipline and stuff. And
Yes.
taking
Yeah.
the S2
yeah. He has
cognition
like
test.
the ornate
Really
stuff.
good. He's
I
an
know
ex
exactly what
D1
that-
athlete. Yeah.
Mhm. I think I've seen him. Like he has like a huge production crew with him too. Like I've seen
I
like
don't know,
one or two of
man.
his
Yeah,
videos,
this
and it's like
stuff
he's
is great.
good.
Yeah. I was like, fuck, if I'm competing against this guy in my basement, what am I supposed to do?
Well, he also has
I
a
don't
lot
think he
more
has a
time
huge
to do his stuff.
production team. He's just good at what he does, man.
Mhm. He's dedicated.
Mhm.
Sometimes you need
I
that
tell you,
dedication.
man, that them boys is good at what they do.
Mhm.
Hey, bring up a picture of Michael McKelvey.
I don't know, but
Sorry,
Red Rhino.
That's my
Michael McKelvey.
No,
He
that's
sounds
my,
like either a baseball catcher from Texas or a driver in the
No, I'm trying
Craftsman
to-
Truck Series.
trying to do Theo Vaughn, man.
Mm.
Man, when you just grow up and there's a couple mentals down, like Theo Vaughn, that guy's crazy. All right, keep
Mhm.
going.
Red Rhino 49. That scream during the Brian Rule interview summarized the Mariners as a franchise. The dick punching never ends.
Having gone as further than any other team in franchise history.
That and legacy is
That is legitimate pain.
That's
Having gone as further than any other team in franchise history.
I know that's making its way into sports ball.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm doing
Yeah.
it for haters, guy. I'm doing it for the end. Like I don't know if I'm going to use it like for something. I need like a crisper sort of thing of it that's probably going to be out
Yeah.
there. But man,
There's some native recordings on Twitter. So
Oh, yeah.
you can find that.
oh yeah,
But
I'll
that
find
was
it.
pretty bad. Like
Oh,
I
dude, that's-
believe that was Julio Rodriguez
Yep,
screaming.
J-Rod. I mean, as I
Yeah.
said, he had a good game too. That solo home run made it 2-1. Figured like that would have been sort of the exclamation point. I mean, he did have that bad AB in the ninth, but at that point, man, it's just sometimes things are just fate.
Mm-hmm.
Connor Akers, 668. How long soon will it be until Quinn Ewers season in Miami? Also, I feel a sense of joy with the NBA on NBC back. Oh, we got to bring out the NBA on NBC thing, man. Tank Bowl is life, my friends. Do I have Tank Bowl in here?
Do it. We
Oh,
have
there
it
it
in
is.
here. Yeah.
We got to bring that back, man.
Basketball.
Honestly,
Basketball. Basketball. Basketball.
no, I don't think basketball, man. I think, hi, welcome to Cleveland, Ohio. We're here in a fantastic Tank Bowl action between the Cleveland Browns and the Tennessee Titans. I'm Sparrow Diaz alongside Ann Marculetta, coming to you for 3 hours of football action.
What is it?
Michael
I saw a report or a tweet that said everyone pray for Kevin Harlan. He's okay. He just has to call the Dolphins. game
Yes.
this weekend.
I mean, Kevin Harlan will make that the most exciting game he's ever seen, too.
Oh yeah, I'm calling one game,
Yep, it's like,
dude.
I was
Was
like,
it Rich Eisen
out in the
and-
nickel, 2nd and 10, Tagovailoa back in the backfield, throws to the outside line, caught by Waddle, a touchdown, and the Dolphins have taken a 7-56 deficit. Michael Hessian, 2105. With what's gone on in Baltimore, I think it's safe to say this. The Ravens haven't recovered from 2019 against the Titans. If they don't lose that game, they would have had the dynasty that Kansas City
Oh,
has.
that was
now.
bad.
Oh,
Was
I
that
mean,
like
that
Lamar's
was-
first playoff game?
I
And they
think
were
that was
just
the one.
awful?
I think that was the one they lost against the Titans as they were the 1 seed. I think that's what he's talking about. They got punched in the
Yeah.
mouth that game.
Yeah, they got
Oh.
smoked. I remember it was awful because they didn't want. No, they had someone on the bench, and I was like, why don't? That was Flacco. Flacco was in, and they didn't put in Jackson, right?
No, that was 18. 18.
Okay.
That was
Because
the
19
Chargers.
Oh,
19
yeah,
was
you're
the
right.
Titans.
Yeah.
When
that's
Lamar
right.
Jackson had his emergence, they were talking a lot of shit, punched him in the mouth. I'm watching the Penguins game too in the background, so that's why
okay,
my
yeah,
eyes are
well,
here.
whatever.
But hey, Michael, don't worry about the Ravens, dude. They took away the ping pong table, the television,
yeah.
and a couple couches. Don't worry, they're gonna fix everything with that. It's like a kid getting grounded. That's what I saw on Twitter.
Yeah. Well, that's why they give prisoners cable TV so they can take it away. Now they're taking. Kurt Benker tweeted he was like, "That's one way to lose the locker room." I'll tell you that.
I mean, I feel like they lost that locker room a long time ago. Anakin Skyogre, how the hell do the Lions have no starting secondary, yet we sent Baker Mayfield to the Shadow Realm? Were they on something? I mean, they could be on something. They could be on just Dan Campbell's magic juice. A secondary featuring Arthur Millette and Rock Yassin. But
They
I mean, their
schemed
defensive
well.
line was relentless, though. Plus, Tampa Bay has a battered offensive line.
Yeah, it was pretty bad for
Yeah,
them.
Lions
It
punched them
worked
in the
out
mouth.
for the Lions. The Lions have found a way. They lost Aiden Hutchinson last year. They made it all the way to the NFC
They had a
Championship
shitload of
game.
injuries that year.
Yeah. They play hard to get everyone to buy in. That's what effective coaching does, man. Effective coaching.
Yep. Very
Unlike
coach
the
at the
New
right
York
time.
Giants. Uh-huh.
Yoshi fan. Being a Mariners pain is pain. A Mariners pain. Mariners fan.
Mariners
is
pain. Yeah, just
I mean,
call them
Mariners
fans.
pain, it's
I'm
just
a member
pain.
of the pain squad.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And Dodger Zion. The derp will continue until morale improves. Hashtag fire Mike Shula. Didn't realize Mike Shula was still in football. The Darth Soldier on this episode of That's So Mariners.
Mm.
Yes, sir. Carrot Reservoir Stovstat. Us Mariners fans are inviting ourselves onto the couch to cry with Giants fans. At least the Seahawks defense looks good. I think that has more to do with the Titans offense. That offense is atrocious. And Christopher Brickner, you should make a Rex Ryan miss me yet for the Jets. No, Todd Bowles. That's the miss me yet.
Yeah.
We'll do Golden Hybrid. I'm going to Pittsburgh for Steelers Colts in 2 weeks, and I'm wondering if there were any good or historic bars in Pittsburgh that you recommend, Tree. Ooh, well, where are you presiding? I know in terms of historic bars, I know the Oyster Bar in Market Square. That's like a restaurant that's been there for about 100 years. There are a couple of, I mean, Permanis is pretty basic. I mean, if you want to go to like the OG one, go to the one in the Strip District. That is the original. So that's like the one where they still have the original countertops, the old bars. They still have the sandwiches, stuff like that. So if you're looking for that, go to the one in the Strip District. But I'm trying to think what else is like really like an original bar. Like Jack's is in the South Side. That's a dive. That's been there for a very long time too. But I'm trying to think what else is sort of like, yep, Jack's. My sister went there when she was working as a nurse because it was the only bar that was open at 5, 6 a.m. More or less. But as I said, yeah, I have to figure out where you are more or less. Most of the bars around here are more hipster and modern. Hi, 3209YT. So do we need a Mariners revisit on their legacy of failure or a legacy of derp videos for, well, the derp?
Derpity, derp, the derp.
Nothing like fluking to 2 Super Bowl wins and pretending you're a good organization.
Dude, I'm sorry, but the last 10 years, the Giants have been the hardest team to watch in football. And
But the problem is that's what the Super Bowls did to them. It made them believe that they were a city on a hill organization, and they fucked up everything since.
Yeah.
That's the reality.
Makes
Thomas, the Gintama guy. Props to owning it up to it instead of doubling down.
Thank you. I appreciate
we-
it. Yeah, I wanted to be on. I have chronic honesty syndrome. I'm really not good at lying.
I mean,
And
same here. I'm
so
terrible
I
at
just-
lying. That's why I really
yeah.
don't lie.
It's actually part. I have ADHD. It's actually part of being neurodivergent. It's very common that ADHD people can be chronically honest, and that's my thing. Also, unfortunately, I struggle with impulse control. So we're here now. And I have outrageously bad anxiety. So after my impulse control doesn't work, then I'm feeling awful about it. So, but honestly, you guys have made me feel so much better right now. Like you're making me feel loved. So thank you.
What you gotta do? Lots of hearts, man, hearts. MK3A, you know your team's in deep shit when your apology is more sincere than the fucking owner delivered. Props to 5. Same can't be said about Mara. I mean, John Mara's a boob.
Yeah, he is. He's going through
Well, cancer treatment too, but
yeah. So I just I'm praying that he can make it through that. He has won 2 Super Bowls, and
but
the narrative that he's lost is he's hired really poorly since Coughlin. Like, come on, he's hired nothing but boobs. And Ben McAdoo probably deserved a 3rd season.
Well, the problem
they
is
just
got pissed off because Eli Manning got benched and decided to overreact to it. Although Ben McAdoo did deserve to get canned that year. Let's not lie to ourselves. But the reality is, as I said, like they need to chuck medium sodas and taunt him on the streets, not because of like the cancer, but just because of the Giants. It's just how. I feel like, well, fuck you, you're a piece of shit, but I don't want you to die. Get better.
Yeah. I don't know. I have mixed feelings about Mara.
I mean, that's how we feel about like a couple owners. Like I had mixed feelings about Irsay, more or less.
Yeah.
It's like, as I said, like he was a clown for a lot of his years as owner, and he rubbed me the wrong way.
Dude, his daughter knows what she's doing.
Oh yeah, I mean, but Jim Irsay, you can't deny that he loved Indiana. Indiana loved him back.
She must have been studying. He's like, oh, my dad messed up there. I think I could do that better.
That's the key. Like, just don't be Jim, and just you'll be fine. And it seems like his daughters have everything on lock.
I'll kidnap 1,000 medium
Like
sodas.
I think all 3 of them have like a different role in the organization. Like the one on the sidelines more like overseeing football ops. The other one is more, I think, financial. And then there's another that's their PR. So I think like all 3 of them have different roles.
Division of labor, baby.
Yep. Joseph Naharian. I've said it a million times and I'll say it again. The Giants made a deal with the devil to win those 2 Super Bowls against the Patriots. Granted, as a Giants fan, I make that deal every time.
Did you really say it a million times? Remember that era of YouTube where people just said the same word over and over again? Lolmets. Lol mitts. Like
Oh,
that
yeah,
is
lol
those
mitts
just
for
torture,
a million
self
times.
torture videos. You know.
Sadly, that would be better than the Mets most years. Gritty eats Cowboys. Love you 5. All's forgiven.
Thank you.
And
Appreciate
Tony
it.
Nicolaude. People are allowed to make mistakes. It's how you learn and own up to it that helps the world make a better place. I mean,
Thank
as
you.
I said,
Appreciate it.
I mean, here's the thing. If you had doubled down and just said like that guy, like just start throwing F-bombs around, there's a little bit different. But as I said, just
Yeah, no, I don't think doubling down would have worked because I wasn't joking. Like if I made a joke and it was misinterpreted, that's one thing. I probably would not have, if I said an off-color joke and it was
I've
dark.
done
or
it. I've
something,
done
and
it
then
before.
There was
Trust me, I've done
and there
that.
was outrage for that. That to me is different. I let a word slip that I shouldn't have said.
Yeah.
So it was more like there's no doubling down. It's just we're going to apologize for this and move on and learn from it.
MK3A, who's in deeper shit, the Ravens or the Commies? And did Roger Goodell drink Rob Manfred juice for the season? What would the NFL be like under Manfred? Well, he would call the Super Bowl a piece of metal. He would call Lombardi that. He would have probably a lot of gimmicks, especially in overtime. He would have them start in the 25 like in college.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be like that. Although some people may be into that, I would hate it. But
Yeah.
no ties. He would end ties. And in terms of deeper shit, I would say the Ravens because of the expectations and the cap penalties. The Commies are just old. That's just the
they're
reality of
old.
it. And
Jaden
Daniels, so
hurt.
he'll be there, but it's just hamstring, so he'll probably be out a couple weeks.
If Manfred ran the NFL, he would tease something awful and then back off of it. He'd be like, all right, we're getting rid of all hitting. Just we've had too many concussions. We're going to get rid of hitting. And then everyone would lose their shit. And then he'd be like, you know what? After some consideration, we're going to keep hitting.
Yep. Boss Antelope with a member for 9 months. Thank you very much.
Yeah, let's
We
go,
really
Boss
do-
Antelope.
We really
Remember
have
for
to do
9
that,
months.
we really have to.
Yeah,
do
we
that,
have to do
member
something.
stream. We keep
Yeah.
talking about that, but we don't. Like, we need like
I
a
know.
Zoom call or a game night. We keep saying this, but we don't do it. We need to do it like this weekend or something. Like after I finish World Series, I'll have to plan something. The AC 2000s. We all make mistakes in the heat of passion, Jimbo. Exactly. I'm happy for you that you held accountability for yourself. Much love, 5.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And Christopher Brickton down. I saw a broken down stone wall with many holes and is falling apart. It would have played better fourth quarter defense than Shane Bowen and the Giants did. Well, that stone wall wouldn't drop 8.
Well, Paulson Adebo got hurt, and then they had to put in Deontay Banks, who's been benched, and he was awful.
bad.
He gave very little effort, and he was just it caused a domino effect where the pass rush was no longer effective because they're like, oh, we got guys open now. It was tragically
It allowed Mo
awful.
Picks to look competent. So, I mean, it's just how it goes. Also, Tree, DM me after the fire gets put out. I have an idea for you. We'll do, Donch.
Okay.
We'll do. Christopher Breckner, Tree. To win, Browns relied on their best offensive weapon. My bad, that's a typo. Browns relied on their only offensive weapon, Quinshon Judkins. And he got most of his
Yeah.
yards on 1 carry. That's what you have to realize. If you exclude that big carry, I have it on my sports ball script. He had 38 yards on 24 carries. If you exclude that big run. And 2 TDs, but still, that is inexcusable. That just goes to show you how bad the Dolphins are. And
Yeah.
I'm amazed by how bad.
Quinshon Judkins, Ohio State University. Definitely a name from the East-West Bowl for sure.
Quantez Stiggers. That's the guy I feel like would be in the East-West Bowl.
Oh, you're
I'm getting dangerous, man.
Yeah, you
dangerous.
better watch it.
Oh,
You
yeah.
said
Oh,
you said
that's
it
the
with a
name,
hard
though.
R.
That's the
I
problem.
know. I'm just saying. Better watch it. I already got canceled earlier this week. We don't need to.
Oh, dude. I mean, I've been canceled before. It's all good. Depressed Chargers fans. Bolts are down to telemarketers at O-line. I'm done. 7th string, man. Foster Sayers.
Yeah.
Bobby Hart.
Joe Alt got deleted, and so
Oh,
now
Joe
you
Alt.
have nothing.
Ben Saint-Just is in the secondary, too. It's you poor
Bad,
things.
dude. The Chargers went from Super Bowl to just getting dog walked.
Yeah. I
By
mean,
the-
we all knew it's like, oh, the Chargers are they are not choking, so the gods decided to just injure them to all hell. And Justin Herbert is dying back there. Like he has nothing. He's getting destroyed.
It's bad.
James telling us, can we get a you blew it from South Park for the Mariners? They never made it to the World Series. Yes, sir. I absolutely can. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
You blew it. You had it all and you blew it.
Look at that digital crowd. They're booing him.
Next pod of games. Oh, read this one and we'll go
Dude,
to
Christopher Brickner.
another pod.
If earlier was Tua Turnabalova's return, then Sunday was Tua Turnabalova's magnum opus. He threw a pick then when they were replaying his last pick. Very true.
Very true.
That's Tua, man. That's Tua. Let's go
All
over
right,
some
let's
games.
go to the tier. All right, we got Jets and Panthers in the ugliest game of the year.
I know. I think there's been uglier, but that was pretty bad. The
13
Jets is
to 6.
the Jets is
They
the
are
Jets.
frizzle, trizzle, bizzle, shizzle.
Oh, mega
Absolute
bad.
trash, mega bad.
What do you think of the Panthers winning streak?
Oh
'Cause I don't
my
know how to really
God.
think of it. They have a 3-game winning streak. Just putting it out there.
The
And I know like
Giants
two
won-
of them were against Miami and against the Jets, but still, I mean, Panthers fans have a little bit of hope, and then you realize Bryce Young's hurt. So
Yeah, but the Jets finally bench Fields for Tyrod Taylor.
Tyrod
And
Taylor.
he's been
And I
around
think it's
forever.
official too.
Yeah.
I mean, Justin Fields is he can't throw a
It's year
football.
5.
Like he refuses to throw a football. It's year 5, and he's a glorified running back. It's like, dude, sometimes you just have to pull the plug.
Are the Panthers a wild card? I don't think so.
Football hell for
I
the
think they're
time
in
being.
football hell because there's so many good NFC
One more
West
win, they'll
teams.
up to the wild card. But for the
Yeah,
time
there's
being,
so many good
football hell.
NFC West teams. And then Dolphins, Browns. Dolphins are
Dolphins
obviously
be mega
Jets
trash. They're both trash.
Mega
Put them both in
trash.
trash. Fuck that. That said a
Yeah.
lot more about the Dolphins. I'm going to be honest here.
Yeah, the
They,
Browns
they
are
all
bad.
trash. Put them all in trash. The Browns have no offense. That was the first time they'd scored more than 20 points in a game since December 4th, 2024. I think it's been something like 11, 12 games.
That's what's so frustrating about the Giants. They have a defense and an offense, and they can
they
never.
don't
They
use it.
can't do either. Yeah, can't do
Well,
either.
and it's because
so
Shane Bowen,
fucking
I mean,
annoying.
Shane Bowen
Yeah.
cost you 2-3 games on his own.
Browns are 2
Plus-
and 5, man. Browns are pretty trash, dude, and they're
They're
gonna
mega
go
trash.
on and be trashed again. They got the Patriots next week. Let's just put them there
Yeah.
before they.
Oh yeah,
before
they
even
legitimately don't have an
get out
offense.
of the
They don't have an
trash.
offense.
Mm-hmm. Browns are trash. All right. Then we have the Bears beating the Saints. Bears are
They're wild card.
good.
They've won 4 in a row. They finally got it back.
God, he.
I know, but they took care of
this-
business.
they
They
have
beat the
made
crap
it
out of the Saints.
out of the garbage. Here we got.
I know. It's crazy. We got a 50. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Pretty.
Oh. Aqua Gamer Sean Shanley has a request.
Oh, dead Dolphins.
Make a tier below Jets trash, dead Dolphins trash.
Oh, the Jets are clearly the worst team. Clearly the worst team. And
I
then
mean, at this-
he says, and
we
then
would
put
just
the
be-
Packers underneath that.
With how they barely
hate
beat
for
the
the
Cardinals,
Packers.
that
Yeah.
that might be a legitimate concern. So I'm not gonna lie about that.
And then the Chiefs are back. They
Yeah.
shut out. They're at least
Well, Chief-
division. I don't know. They could
They
be
are-
a Super Bowl.
I'd say division for now.
Yeah,
The
division's
Raiders'
down.
stats are hilarious to look at, and I mean hilarious. 95 yards of offense, 3 first downs, the lowest number of first downs in a game since 2008. Guess who the team that had 3 first downs that day was? The Oakland Raiders with Jamarcus Russell. And it's also, I think they were goose eggs on 3rd and 4th down. They didn't convert. They only ran 30 plays of offense, while the Chiefs, I believe, had 30 first downs. The Raiders and Geno Smith, Geno Smith had 66 yards after a catch for out of 67 of his
Yeah.
yards.
They might
They
hire
had-
John Gruden back.
Oh yeah, not just that. It's
Chip Kelly's
rough.
running that offense. Chip Kelly
Yeah,
has a
Chip Kelly's
job.
garbage. Yeah, Chip Kelly's making $6 million.
Oh my
He's making
God.
$6 million. He's robbing him blind.
That's sometimes, I don't ever call for people's jobs. Like, I don't like it.
I
you
feel like you
know.
should sometimes in some
I
regards.
should, but but at the same time, I'll say this: to get paid $6 million, and then when they get fired, they get the remainder of the contract.
Exactly, that's guaranteed.
basically. And then it's like, how bad can you feel for them? And a lot of them just get a job again, and they
Yeah.
fired from one.
I mean,
job.
the rank and file assistant, it's a little different, but if they're doing a poor job, it's a league based on results. If you aren't getting results, you're gone. That's just how it is.
The flip side of it is they work really hard for a long time without getting paid. Like, Mike McDaniel was a video guy or whatever, like they get like $30,000 a year, barely a living wage. But then if they make it or they climb up the ladder, like they do really well.
I think with the 30,000 also applies to they get a lot of stuff paid by the team. So I think that helps.
They do, but it's still like
food, travel, hotels, stuff like that. So they don't have to pay like a ton.
They're working though,
Oh yeah.
Like, it's not like they're there to have fun. They get to live the life. Don't get me wrong. Like being employed by an NFL team, which is something I will probably never do now that I
don't
kind of ruined that.
Dude. Oh, I ruined that a long time ago, dude. I was never getting an NFL gig. You kidding me?
Yeah. We are not. Maybe Scooter and Tom have a chance. So does Brandon. But you and me, buddy, we're going to be on this.
No, we're going to be on the blacklist.
Independent
We are
island.
going to be, we're going to be like,
ever.
Yeah, we are going to be like, we're going to be blacklisted like we were communists under the Great Scare, maybe. That's just how it is. Like we're going to be working off Broadway over somewhere by Branson, Missouri or something like that.
Ronald
and not even on like the main
coming
drag. We'll be in like one of those side streets.
Right. Yeah.
Jumping for
We're gonna be
change.
brought before Congress.
Yes, sir.
And interrogated for being a communist. That was a wild time. They could just
Not even a
persecute
communist,
someone
just
for
like
their...
just a traitor to America.
Yeah,
John
the
Mitt,
Red
good
Scare.
morning, 3 and 5. Basketball is back. Definitely, sir.
Yes, let's
Alan
go.
Peel, 1981. Sports Bowl deserves On Your Bike for the Raiders and Chiefs highlights, except for Mahomes fooling the autumn fart on that 4th down play. Oh yeah, did you see that 4th down play? It was just him like, this doesn't fucking work. And they just think like, oh, they're going to call a timeout. He actually still snaps it and just they fool him.
Yeah.
And we'll do one more. Al for 5. I think I have an explanation for why Miami's so bad and has been so bad. Eternal punishment from the gods for choosing Adam Gase over Dan Campbell. Hey, Adam
Campbell
Gase and he was the interim coach. He had decent results with them.
Yeah. I was like, how do you not look at Dan? And Dan Campbell wanted that job. He was like, I'll coach this team.
Well, you have to remember, it's like Steve Wilkes did well in Carolina. Rich Bisaccia did well with the Raiders, but they chose disaster hires. Frank Reich, disaster hire. He got fired within a year. Josh McSnakeoil got fired within 2. He should have been fired after 1. And we'll do one more. Amph-T-Mints. I'm a YouTube member. Thank you very much. Appreciate you, brother.
Amphetamines.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Is that amphetamine? Is that like a anagram of
amphetamines? Probably.
Yes. Amphetamines.
Amphetamines. Amphetamines.
That sounds like a wonderful candy for someone
Absolutely.
who has ADHD. All right, let's go to the next pod. Colts. Colts are in Super Bowl tier.
Yeah, they are a wagon. I hate to say it. They're how I don't know how they became that. I would have been laughing in your face 2 months ago if you said that, but I mean, apparently they're a wagon. I'm as confused as you are.
Yeah, I'm
Daniel Jones.
Very confused as to what's happening. And the Chargers, they are football hell. They're tumbling.
So. They are injured to hell. They have no defense. I don't know about trash. They're
4-3.
They're 4.
Yeah, they're football hell. They're not making
they have no offensive line. They're down to their 7th string tackle. They just have nothing. And once Justin Herbert goes down to injury, especially with how he's been getting battered behind this line, it's done.
Yeah. All right. The next game is the Giants-Broncos. So this game took years off of my life. It was hard to watch, nearly ended my entire career because it was so bad. Like it was so awful. So during the game I'm watching, I'm like, all right, we're up 19-0. We made it through the third quarter. They still hadn't fucking scored. And I was like, oh, the Giants might actually show up and finish the game. Throughout the whole stream, if you were watching the stream, hopefully you didn't watch the last 30 seconds of it, but if you were watching the stream, I was saying the whole time, hey, game is far from over. Don't take your foot off the throat. You have got to finish this game. And then the Broncos score. They convert 2, and it was 19-8. And I'm
That
like,
was a
all right,
fluke play.
this was, it was absolute fluke plays. But then we got a fluke play of our own. There was a deflection off of Wan'Dale Robinson. Theo Johnson catches it. Now it's 28-6 or 26-8. I'm sorry. I'm just like, okay, we're done. I called Brandon at halftime. I was like, anything good on TV? I was talking crap. And he was depressed, and then they score again, and they make it 28-16. I'm like, you guys, come on, man. You guys, you got to stop this. And then Jackson Dart throws the pick.
It was a terrible pass. I
was
don't know why they were throwing on that play, but
yeah, I mean, a first down wasn't going to end the game.
Yeah, it would have burned a couple minutes off the clock, but it wouldn't have been enough.
Right. You got Cam Scatterbo. You Jackson Dart rolled his ankle, so everything was.
He was trying to hero ball it like randomly.
Yeah, there were 2 domino effects from that, and then they get within 3. Right, the Broncos get within 3, and then they score a touchdown and take the lead by 4. And the Giants get the ball, and they get gifted 2 penalties, and Jackson Dart scores a touchdown with 40 seconds left. The pass interference was bullcrap. Like
it was.
And I admit it. Like I'll take. Trust me, we've been on the short end of stick for so many calls. The fact that it was a spot foul in the end zone, I was like, okay, I'll take this. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why they're even giving us a chance. I would already resign to losing the game. Like the fact when the Broncos took the lead, I was like, this game is fucking done. And then Jude McAdam, I can't even
Jude
pronounce
McAdam. I mean, it doesn't matter. Jude McCut. That's what it is.
Jude McCut.
Insult to the Irish.
Misses an extra point. And immediately after that on the stream, I was like, y'all, do not send him death threats. Do not threaten him. He's a player. And apparently he got death threats. Like,
I mean, at the same time, that dude is not NFL caliber. He should not have been on an NFL roster.
No, and I'm like, you have Young Wei Koo, an experienced kicker.
Not even
Hot Rod, Rodrigo Blankenship.
There are guys on the street that could have done that better.
Right. Rodrigo Blankenship is kicking field goals on game day, and you can't give him at least a tryout? And so then they're up 32-30. And they give up 2 horrific plays.
Yep. Rush 8, and it was just like he was just that first throw should not have been a catch. It was just like he threw it like the middle of nowhere. There were a bunch of guys around. I'm like, how was this caught?
Just unbelievably bad plays. And then they lose the game last second, and then I lose my wits. And like this, if the Giants had look, man, I'm not making excuses. The Giants would have won. I probably wouldn't have said what I said at the end of the stream. Like so many dominoes fell from them doing that. Yes, I have to take accountability for it, but like that win caused me to just spiral. And
you crashed out.
Like,
it happens.
Yeah. And again, no excuses, but it was like my brother, even my own brother called me. He was like, dude, you were clearly emotionally distraught. I was like, yeah, I think I kind of care too much. Like, that's the problem. Like when you care too much about a football game, that's the kind of shit that happens.
And that's how you get death threats.
Yeah. And it was bad. Yeah, it was bad. What's the Boss Man Jack story? What's about this?
Isn't that degenerate gambler that throws like tens of thousands of dollars and loses them in like seconds?
Yeah, okay.
I have an idea of what that is. He just
it
like breaks his like house and like room around. There's a bunch of like drywall.
Oh, so it's part of his shtick. He just breaks.
I don't know if it's a shtick. I think that's just legit. It's not a shtick.
Oh, he just loses his mind. He has he's got worse impulse control than me. I get
Yep.
it. Well, and then so like it was probably one of the most awful losses in Giants history. That and the miracle at the Meadowlands that cost the Giants a playoff berth, and like so many things happened. The Giants would have been 12-4 if they had won the miracle at the Meadowlands, and then they end up finishing 10-6 and missing it. They win the Super Bowl the next year, but still, it's just unbelievable how bad that is. And the Giants when Jeremy Shockey dropped that touchdown and they lost to the Niners.
Yeah,
like the
for straight
Giants have
junk in the
had
snap.
some incredibly heartbreaking losses, and they just continue to do this to me. They used to execute like in the last the final minute of Super Bowl 42 and 46 were textbook ways to how to shut down the Patriots. Like they executed back then. Now they just don't execute. They're trash, dude. So let's put them down in the trash tier because that's where they belong. And the Broncos are a wild card team.
Yeah,
or are they
unfortunately,
division?
they're a wild card. The thing is, like, I think that game was 95% the Giants. That was not the Broncos.
Oh yeah, still no. The Broncos are division. Credit to them though.
Actually, Chiefs are division though.
No, Broncos are 5-2, man. Chiefs.
I don't think they're good. They've only beaten cupcakes and self-destructing teams.
Well,
I don't think they've looked good.
They got it done. I'm gonna put them in division for now. Chiefs and wild card.
See, I don't agree with that.
I'm gonna.
but,
No,
to each
man.
their own.
No, I was ready to
think
put the
they're
Chiefs
fucking
in the
good.
Super Bowl tier. I don't think they're good either, but they got it done. They weathered.
They
the
got it
storm,
done because your team choked.
and then
That's the
Dre
reality of it, man.
Greenlaw goes after the ref after the game, gets suspended for a game. He probably said something to the effect like, "Your little bitch ass probably cost us."
Oh
the
yeah,
game."
probably about those 2 penalties about like Dart. I think that's what happened.
Yeah. Jay Storm, I get it. I've seen 4 Super Bowls in my life. I've seen it happen, and it's
It
still
doesn't
like,
matter what you
it's-
won. You want to
yeah.
win like immediately. If you have that short stretch, like the Steelers haven't won a playoff game in 10 years. They've won Super
Remember,
Bowls,
I'm
but it doesn't
almost
matter.
50.
You want like some semblance of immediate success. If you're not, then
You
you're
just-
screwed.
Yeah, you kind of forget how special championships are.
You don't want it
know.
to end. I know that is.
I've never seen the Knicks in my 49 years win a championship.
I've never seen the
You know,
Pirates.
I've seen
come
the
close.
Rangers. Yeah, I've seen the Rangers win 1 when I was 17, and I don't know if Auburn ever wins a natty again in football. I'll tell you that.
It's not winning shit,
Mhm.
either basketball or football.
Yeah, I get it. There's some teams out there. I get it. The Bills have never won a Super Bowl, and but they're good now, and they're quite watchable.
Their best time window might have been done. I mean, they have a lot of flaws too.
Mhm.
As I'm going to
All right,
say,
Pat-
man, it's sorry.
Packers, Cardinals. Packers pull it out. Packers are division. Cardinals are
The Cardinals
football
are
hell.
trash. They're football
The
hell.
Cardinals trash.
The problem with they have lost all 5 of their games by crumbling in the fourth quarter. They've
Yeah.
lost by 13 points combined. That is hilarious and cruel. But that
They've
Tennessee
done it in
loss is
really
screwing
dumb
them, and-
ways.
yeah,
Yeah.
They choked again. They ran a quarterback sneak on a 4th and 1 in their own territory. I mean, I get why you're going for it there, but a quarterback sneak?
Kyler Murray's trade bait at this point. Jacoby
Yeah.
Brissett has benched
Brissett's done better.
him.
And,
All right,
I mean,
and the Cowboys. I was surprised by this game. I thought the Commanders were going to smoke the Cowboys. The Cowboys double them up, 44-22. And are the Cowboys?
they're football hell still. They're football hell.
Yeah.
They're still there because of
And
their
Washington's
defense.
Still,
Washington is
Washington's
they're
in
football
trouble.
hell. Washington's football hell. They're in
Yeah,
trouble. Put them down.
Washington's in trouble.
I think the problem is they have no wide receivers. They're throwing to Chris Moore and Robbie Chosen. Robbie Chosen.
And Marcus Mariota's out there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mariota's out there. It is a sight to behold. And Jaden Daniels with hamstrings, you never know when they're going to come back.
Mhm.
They're finicky muscles.
Yeah. Giants. Here's this one. Start reading Super Chase. But the Giants going on the run. Yeah. You know who their next 6 opponents are? Eagles, Niners, Bears,
Yep.
Packers.
Eric Holt for 2. You must recite the
Lions,
Logan
yeah.
Paul speech for me to accept. Oh, that's a classic. You should bring
What
out the
did
ukulele
Logan Paul
too.
do?
He was the one who filmed the dead body in the
Yes.
Suicide Forest. Like he was acting like
Yes,
a
I
bitch
know
in
that.
Japan.
Yes.
And he's like, "Oh, look at this dead body," and then he disrespected
think he
Japanese
just-
culture.
Yeah, I think he just got.
And he didn't get
He
canceled
tried-
either. I mean, he's doing
No,
fine
no.
now.
Yeah.
I mean,
No,
both
one
Paul brothers
has-
are massive pieces of shit, and they're doing fine.
Yeah, I mean, Jake Paul won a lot of people over just by becoming a boxer. Everyone hated him before, and then they're like, "Oh
Well,
shit, this
Jake
guy can
Paul.
actually
The problem
box."
is like I mean, I don't know if his matches are fixed or whatnot, but it's like Logan Paul's in WWE now. He's a decent wrestler too.
Yeah, yeah. The Logan Paul seems like he was likable at first, and then he filmed that thing, and then it was
It was
and he
it was
became
more than that. It
hated.
was- well, there was a lot more
Yeah.
than that. Like there were a lot of like crypto scams. Like a lot
Yeah,
of,
he's
like,
done a lot of crap.
abusing and
Yeah,
milking his
loot
fan
box.
base. It's as I said,
Yeah.
it's both Jake and Logan who did that shit.
Yeah.
Like they were all
That's right.
like,
Yeah, they're
douche
also
bros.
scammers. Yeah, but when they first did the scene, it's like, oh, these dudes are likable, and then they started doing
it was
a lot
it
of
was
stuff.
part of the Vine stuff. It was like that Vine
Yeah.
crowd, and then
Mhm.
Vine closed. They went to YouTube. MK3A, Stephen Ross keeping Mike McDaniel, Shanahan infecting the Ravens and commies, Tomlin starting Steeler BS, and Chiefs dark magic because of the standard. At this point, Finns and Ravens is going to be a choke bowl.
Mhm.
Dude, if the Ravens lose that game, nuke the whole city from orbit. Marco for 5. Even without Puka, the Rams absolutely destroyed the Jags. Plus Niners, Seahawks won their games. Guess you could say NFC tank division is back on.
Yeah.
I mean, is the division any good? I don't know.
I don't know, man. The NFC West seems pretty good, dude. Every
Yeah.
team is decent except for
The 49ers are
Arizona.
hobbled. The Seahawks can't really get
That
into
tweet
that
you
full
said,
year.
yeah. At this point, everyone's injured. They're currently 9-4.
Yep, pretty much.
Mhm.
They could have us out there and somehow win games. I'm confirmed to that. Djobu in the NHL, NFL chaos. I, for one, welcome Denver Ex Machina and the arrival of Tebow 2.0.
No.
No, very true.
I was just surprised because it was Demaryius Thomas, and I was like, man, the Giants are whipping their ass. Like they're not even showing up, and then we all know
And
what
then the
happened.
Giants
Mhm.
choke.
Yep, Giants choked it.
Yep.
Choked
King
it.
Malcolm
I'm
VT.
joking.
Speaking of
Mhm.
choking, looks like McLaren's choking again. Max Supermax wins and closes the gap from 140 points to now just 40.
They're still.
Yeah, I
gonna
know
win,
Piastri is
though.
out of DNF, I think, but Piastri
Yeah.
and Norris should hold off.
Yeah, they'll be fine. It's crazy how one team can dominate for 4 years and then it completely flips the next,
Yep.
for the next 4 years. McLaren will probably win the next 3. It's crazy how Formula One works.
Mm-hmm. That's how it is.
Williams is
Always
good
happens.
again, but they sold. That's why, because they actually have money behind them.
Yeah. So random guy.
Mhm.
Can we make sure this week's trash tier is called Kenny Pickett Returns? Don't you talk shit about my Kenny Pickett. The Kenny Pickett mittens will come back and he will lead the Raiders to glory. He is going to take them to the heights of 4-13, and you will be kissing my ass when that happens.
Yeah.
Remember that. Kenny Pickett time, baby. That one guy, 796. The Viking season is a series of unfortunate events. Seriously, it was like that prank show meme. Someone was telling Wentz to throw another pick. Arm punts, too. That arm punt, I'm like, oh, that's Carson
Oh, that
Wentz,
was
all right.
beautiful. Yeah, that's vintage Carson Wentz. Gosh, what a
Best
fall.
performance he had as an Eagle all year, man.
Uh-huh.
Also
Yeah.
for a long time. Demetrius Wilson, Sonic. Feels weird seeing the Pats in first place. Plus, Billy Napier's arrogance towards not getting an actual OC really did him into Florida. Also, McLaren F1 could bowl at 28-3 against Verstappen. I
Mm.
hope so.
Hey, they're saying that's Super Bowl champion Kenny Pickett to you, buddy.
Exactly.
Right.
You don't knock Kenny Mittens. Dion Ross. Assuming they lose their next game, the last time the Dolphins were 1-7, they pulled off a winning season, then promptly fired Flores. I don't expect that winning streak, but when will the cycle end? Simple. When Stephen Ross fucks off. He's the main reason behind it.
He's
a boob.
bad. He is a boob.
A lot of owners are boobs,
Big
honestly.
fat
RD2 is a massive boob, too. Christopher
Yeah.
Brickner, 5181. I think a major reason Flacco succeeded with the Bengals is because since he has elite wide receivers like Jason Higgins, who Flacco can throw deep to, they weren't even throwing deep. It was all short, mid-range, quick game.
Yeah, but
That's all they did.
Flacco learns
That's all yards after
playbooks
catch.
really quickly. Like
The
that's
only
why
deep
they
pass
brought him
he
in.
had was
What
one-on-one
a
coverage
move.
with Yoshivash.
What a
was
move
it.
to just trade for Joe Flacco and then beat the Steelers on Thursday night. What a fucking move. What
Thanks. I'm not
like
happy about
who
it.
yeah, I know. I'm just saying like that was like 4D chess, man. They were just like, all right, hey, I got an idea. These
Yeah.
fucking dumbasses in Cleveland will give us Joe Flacco. They have no idea what they're doing. And they're like, Flacco can learn our playbook. He speaks football. And then he did, and then he beat the fucking
Cleveland fipped
Steelers.
out so much about that, but it's like, yeah, Flacco ain't doing that shit here. Your real problem is
Yeah.
Haslam up there. They're gonna say
Mhm.
it's Stefanski, but it's Haslam. It's
Stefanski's the
absolutely Haslam.
coach of the year. Well, Brian Dable is.
I
too,
mean,
so,
Stefanski's on a searing hot seat right now
yeah, it's pretty.
because
hot.
the defense is losing a lot of
He
faith.
can
'Cause
coach
that
the
offense
Giants.
is just so bad.
Tell you what, he can coach the Giants.
I mean, I'll take him on the Steelers. I mean,
Yeah.
they're never gonna do it, but it's just how it
Mhm.
is. Michael Hesham 2105. I cannot afford the Warriors and Flyers to be bad this year, given how much the O's, Ravens, and Penn State have fallen off. If so, coping and seething. Penn State lost again. I'm like, really? They're just dead.
Yeah.
Actually, the
Two-time
one
coach
who's-
of the year. That's what I thought. Yeah, I thought Stefanski was multiple
Yep.
coaches of the year.
You also have to consider too with Florida. I mean, with college football, I think it was Miami, 4 picks. Oh, it was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Indubitably. The Doors, 1388. Appreciate you, brother. I got here late. Heartfelt apology 5. I mean,
Thank
you put
you.
more effort into that
Appreciate it.
apology than the Giants did in the fourth quarter.
Yeah,
give
you
you applause for that.
got that.
And Christopher Breckner, what's frustrating is the Browns should be 4-3 or 3-4.
They should be.
Yeah,
Giants should
if
be
you had-
5-2.
Yeah, if you had a kicker, you would have won. If you had a kicker, they'd have one more win. They'd have beaten Cincy.
Yeah.
They would be
Well,
3-4.
if the Giants had a kicker, they'd have 2 more wins for sure.
Well, if you add a defensive coordinator, you have 2 more wins.
Yeah. Mhm.
Certainly. Deus Stultus, as a Habs, Dodgers, and Broncos fan, life is good. It's nice to have teams I can believe in, especially when 2 of these teams were bottom feeders the past few seasons. I'm most excited for the Habs. Their rebuild's coming along strong.
Yeah. The Rangers got a weird win against them the other night, but the Rangers are garbage. The Rangers are not
Rangers
a
are-
playoff team. Rangers
Penguins have
are
kind of surprised
trash.
me so far, but I don't know if they're going to make the playoffs. I feel like they should tank for Gavin McKenna because we can have another
Okay.
generational talent. Come on, you know you want to do it. We're bringing in the
What
kids.
generational talent do the Rangers have? It's not.
You
not
had a
Alexei
first
Lafreniere.
overall pick. You had Alexis Lafreniere. He hasn't
Yeah,
developed the
he's a
standard,
solid top 6 forward. Oh,
but he was supposed to be a
boy.
first liner.
solid
Oh.
top 6 forward. Alexei Lafreniere.
And Christopher Breckner,
Mm-hmm.
Steelers signed Joe Flacco in 2026. Do it, Steel. I mean, don't tempt them if they need a backup.
Mhm.
Because if Rodgers retires, they're going to go with a rookie QB, and guess who the backup's going to be? Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco.
They're going to think like, oh, he could save us. Like
The Flack Cannon. Mhm.
The Lim Report. If Cleveland or Miami need a new QB, they should hire Newcastle's goalkeeper, Nick Pope. He threw the ball 65 yards that led to a goal versus Benfica today. Love you, Tree. Thank you, Lim Report. But, I mean,
Oh,
Cleveland
that's pretty
could use a
dope.
new
He just
quarterback.
chucked it.
He
Yeah.
can throw further than Dylan Gabriel. No Rules X Calvin Shepard is badass.
Mhm.
The AC 2005. I'm going for Packers Giants. Any recommendation
Ah,
in the area?
there's
like bars or something?
nothing. There's nothing around Rutherford. You're gonna have to go into the city, man. There's nothing good.
That's surprising.
Is it
I
in
thought they'd
Green
like build
Bay?
around it like a lot of places do.
No, man, you don't want to go drink. You hanging out in North Rutherford. There's like a hotel around there, and just not there's. I mean, you could go to Hoboken. Hoboken's really nice. There's a lot
First
of.
time I've ever heard anybody say that about Hoboken.
No, man, Hoboken's nice. There's a lot of riverfront. The downtown area of Hoboken has good restaurants, so you might be able to go there. But nothing in Rutherford's going to be any fun. And then you can go in the city if you want, but you're not going to be able to get back. I mean, traffic could be awful. You want to go the night before, maybe into the city. But I would
You'd be taking
recommend
the
Hoboken.
train if you're going to MetLife. I feel like.
Yeah. Eli Manning lived in Hoboken when he was on the team. Mhm.
and Nick J. Kovac. Props to you, Adam. There was a fat check waiting for you from PragerU if you were to double down.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if PragerU's really into sports, but so
Yeah. No,
John Shanley.
PragerU fires their first sports content creator. 5 points bids for doubling down.
John Shanley. Now that's how you win a Game 7,
Not
Blue
make it
Jays.
worse.
Unlike those heartless Leafs, Dangle's one taker was spot on. I'm surprised by that because Vlad Jr. came into that stadium wearing an Austin Matthews jersey. I'm like, oh no.
Oh,
no.
yeah, dude.
You're bringing in that
was,
bad juju. And I was going to blame it solely on Vlad. And then
Mhm.
George Springer happened and it's over. So that is the first and probably only time that someone in a Matthews jersey will win a Game 7 in Toronto.
Yeah.
Blazer Tracer, 1. You made Perna insufferable, 5. Oh, Perna's been insufferable. Every Broncos fan
yeah.
has been for a while. Thanks. Tree, you let the Bungles win. Chiefs not taking any prisoners. 10 games to go, and we went 8 or 9. Your thoughts?
Yeah, you know,
Look at the Chiefs schedule.
Perna called me and it was you know, he was not insulting. He didn't talk shit. That's why I think the whole shit talking online, I wasn't talking any shit either. That's why I was like, why is this dude attacking me so hard in the chat? Because I didn't talk any crap. Even
Some
throughout
people
the
just
whole
do
game.
that to Rob.
Yeah,
but
people are always
I
going to
feel
try
like-
to bring you down, you know.
I feel like most Broncos fans were like, wait, we won? How the fuck did we win? I feel like that's how it was. It's like, I know that feeling, buddy. That's called Steeler bullshit.
Mhm.
Embrace it. And minus the big comebacks, but still, it's just like, wait, we won?
Mm-hmm.
What? Okay. But in terms of those 10 games, I mean, Commies is probably a win. Bills, I think, could be a win. But it is in Buffalo, and they do well against you in the regular season. Denver is a maybe. Colts, I think, is going to be your toughest challenge. Dallas, that will turn into a gun show.
Mhm.
Titans, easy win. Raiders, easy win. Chargers, I think, could be a win as well, especially since it's not in a foreign nation. So I would say probably 7-8 max, I feel like. But you will make the playoffs. Probably division.
Mhm.
Joe Hoops 10. I'm scared the MLB owners want to repeat the NHL in 2004, but it should be a good World Series, dude. I think it's inevitable. There's just so much that they want to report on them. It's the RSN deals. It's the deferred contracts. Guys like the Daddy Steve throwing money around.
Mhm.
Players are pissed because there's a lot of alleged collusion.
It's going to be an ugly negotiation.
It's going to be
delay the
brutal.
season.
It's going to make 2022 look like a nice little meeting at a country club.
I
It's
think they'll miss probably 20 to 30 games of the season.
maybe more than that.
Yeah, and the players will cave.
Because the
Because,
reality
you know-
is, as I said, the owners do not want a floor. The players will die before they hit a cap. And I think that's what's
Mhm.
going to be the sticking point: salary floor, salary cap.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to need both. That's the only way you get one or the other.
Yeah. This luxury tax thing is not working, but the owners that are benefiting from the luxury tax, they're not going to
You
vote
got
that away.
smaller. Yeah, they're going to stash it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why the A started spending, because they were going to lose that revenue sharing thing. They said, like, yeah, you got to spend or else we're putting away the spigot. And we're kidding you off daddy's bank account.
One of the problems that the negotiations have is the owners are infighting with each other too. They're not just fighting with the players. The owners have to
Exactly.
You know,
the motivations
other.
of
And then you get
someone like the
billionaires.
Dodgers ownership group, Hal Steinbrenner and Daddy Steve, are much different than the ownership goals of someone like a Bob Nutting, a John Fisher, Dick
Mhm.
Monfort, or any of the other Mark Attanasio, or any.
Yeah,
of the
that's why
smaller
NFL
markets.
negotiations, they're easier to do. NHL negotiations, like the owner's only interest is surviving, you know.
Yeah,
The
the
players'
NFL, they
only
just want
interest
to
is keeping
make money
checks
and
coming.
add
Mhm.
more reasons of revenue.
Yeah.
I mean,
and
2020,
MLB's
the players
problems.
got fucking. They got just torched.
Yeah, I can't believe
I was just
the
like, how did they
upward
agree to this?
negotiation.
They got screwed.
I can't
And the-
believe this shit.
Yep. And I said they're
He
going to add
signed
an
a
extra
10-year
game and an
deal.
extra bye. You know. That
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
They'll find a way to push it through. Professor Darkness 88. The Steelers are the only team to make old man Flacco look like prime Flacco from 2012. Sorry about your team's loss, Street. It's all good, man. It happens. Don't worry about it, dude.
Mhm.
It's bullshit, but it is what it is. Nick Shannon. Well, it seems like Matt Patricia has found his mojo again. Looks like the wizard he was in New England. He wasn't that good in New England. Is it him, or is it the fact that anyone can look good when you give them Caleb Downs or Alvaro Reese? The thing with Ohio State, you get the best of the best.
You
So the
do.
reality is, I think it has less to do with Patricia and more to do with the talent. I
The
mean, I'm
best
not saying
team
Patricia's
Nil
doing a
can
bad
buy.
job, but it's just,
Mhm.
look, you have all this talent. If you fuck it up, I mean, you're not getting another job in football again.
Yeah.
So it goes. Sean Shanley, anime. For members, make pizza bagel emotes.
Ooh, we
for
need
starters. Yeah, we need some
We
pizza
need
bagel.
that.
Pizza in the
Mhm.
morning, pizza in the evening, pizza at supper time. And we'll do one more here. And Austin, is clickbait still on? Love you 5. I think it should be.
It should be. I might take this week off just to let you guys,
Yeah.
I need to kind of self
Do what you
detox.
gotta do, brother.
Yeah, I just don't want you guys to be,
Oh.
to
I mean,
be
come on. We
hurt
got the
by me
backlash for the
being there.
AI thumb, even though it's just like,
Yeah, but that's not as bad as what I did. So, I just don't want, especially
Yeah.
Tom and Scooter, like they have more, and Brandon, like me and you, we're like we said earlier, we're gonna be part of the Red Scare, but
Yeah, they
they
don't
have
give a
more to
shit.
lose, and it's up to them how we want to play this. But
Mhm.
I think at least taking a week off and just kind of chilling will
Yeah,
probably be good.
I have my AI punishment ready too.
Yeah,
Which is like, you're
I
going to
wish I
miss
could
that.
see
Here's a
it.
little preview of how bad it
Here we
is.
go, baby. Steel City Express rolling. Some of us like peace.
More people are pissed about the AI.
Yeah. I think I burned down an entire rainforest to do what I did, but it's just, yeah,
Mhm.
it's weird, man. There are a lot of errors with it, but you can get some funny stuff there for what it is. All right,
Mhm.
let's do a few more games. So,
Oh yeah, let's do the last games.
Mhm.
49ers and Falcons. Niners win again somehow.
and they're hurt like hell.
Ditched
At their
up.
wild card, and they are a hobbled as shit wild card. They're losing more guys. I think Bryce Huff and Jake Brendel are going to be out for a couple weeks. They did get George Kittle back, though. I mean, he's he's back, but they're down to like guys you find off the street, and they're still winning. And they shut down a very potent Atlanta offense too, which needs to be stated. Christian McCaffrey
Yeah.
had a hell of a job, but they don't have Nick Bosa or Fred Warner or a few other guys in that lineup, and they're still winning, and they're shutting them down, which is, I'm like,
Yeah.
what the hell? They're down to like
Are-
sawdust back there.
Yeah, where would we put the Falcons?
Football hell.
Yeah,
Because I don't know what to make of them. Like, they should be a better team, but for whatever reason, like, they make like one big step and then they fall back.
Yeah.
It's
All
a
right,
strange
Buccaneers
phenomenon.
and Leones. Los Leones. The Lions, are
Mhm.
they back in the Super Bowl tier?
Yes, they did look really dominant.
they
Even
did.
with they didn't have any member of their secondary from week one, and they still
They
dominated.
got
the
Rock
Buccaneers.
Yacine out there, baby.
Rock Yacine and Arthur
Rock
Millette.
Mm-hmm.
Arthur
the
Millette.
Buccaneers, they were in
Their division. They're still division. They're still division. I think what happened is they got punched in the mouth. They're dealing with the same injury San Francisco have. No offensive line, no secondary. Their wide receiver core is battered. They're down to Tez Johnson and Sterling Shepard.
Mhm.
But I mean, Mike Evans once again hurt. No 1K receiving session, and it's a
Mhm.
sad day.
And then the Texans and the Seahawks.
Texans offense is so fucking bad. I am so tempted to just put them in trash because their offense is atrocious, but their defense is really good.
Yeah.
Their offense is
let's
so bad.
let's just put them
It
in
is so
football
bad.
hell. And then Seattle is either
They're
division
wild card.
or wild
Wild card.
card. Yeah.
Walker.
We don't have
I mean,
many wild
Seattle,
cards
like
here.
they fucked around for way too much. That should not have been a one-score game going into half. But Seattle kept giving them chances, and Houston's just like so
wait, Green
maligned
Bay is a wild
offensively
card.
that-
Sorry, my bad.
Yep, Green Bay's a wild card. We didn't do New Orleans. They're trash.
Oh, New Orleans is trash.
Tree
the
rash.
Bills are division or Super Bowl
Division.
and the Ravens are trash.
Actually,
Where are we
wait.
missing?
I think the Patriots are division right now. They're leading.
You're right. You're right. The
Bills are
where do I
wild
put
card.
them? Yes.
Patriots are division.
We're
And I know it's
missing
weird to
one
say,
wild
but
card.
it's like I think we are missing one. Hold on. So we've got 2 from the NFC, so that might be why.
2 divisions or 2
Yeah.
wild cards? One,
Two,
we got 3. We need an AFC wild card.
Yeah, what happens is we have Bears in division while Lions are in Super Bowl, so Bears need to be in wild card.
Oh yeah. But Bears
that's
need
why.
to be in wild card. That's it.
Yep,
Okay.
that should be good.
That's it. Now we got it. That's it.
A little
That's your
more
final
balance.
tier
We're starting
maker.
to see things flush out.
Yeah, there's a lot of trash. Then next thing you know, we're gonna have to put the Tank Bowl tier starts next week.
I mean, we don't need it. That's rewarding people, though. It shouldn't be Tank Bowl. It should be like super duper trash, or Bloza for Mendoza, or something along those lines.
Yeah. All right, let's finish out the supers and then we'll immaculate gritty on out of here.
Yes, sir. Blazer Tracer. Clickbait Sports Punishment has to be one of you to do the Peacemaker Season 2 intro. Song and dance deadpan. Make it happen, please. Check it
Great
out. I'll check it
season.
out.
Did you finish it, Blazer? It was a great season.
I haven't seen Peacemaker yet. So
You should watch it all. It's pretty good.
where is it at? On Amazon?
It's on
Disney
Apple
Plus.
TV.
Apple TV. Oh, I don't have Apple TV. That's why.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's all good. Insane Clown 002. When will we get congrats Milwaukee? As a Cubs fan, I'm going to laugh at the Brew Crew all offseason. But don't worry, they won their World Series. They're flying the L. Even though they got fucking smacked and set records for how bad it was. Their weighted runs created was in the negatives in the first 3 games. I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah, it was bad.
For a team. I think their total weighted runs created was 8.
Peacemaker's on HBO Max. I'm being corrected.
Okay, that's what I thought. HBO. I don't have HBO Max either.
Yeah.
And Drew Cashel. Do people forget that Chip Kelly's the Raiders OC? Oh, no, we don't. $6 million, baby.
Mm-hmm.
And Beast of Metal. Was it a good look? No. Did Daboll have his Mickey Callaway as smiling GM? Yes.
Game, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Did you go into Frank Fleming mode? Yes. Did you get baited?
Yeah.
Look at Mickey Callaway! Look at Mickey Callaway! Mickey Callaway is smiling! Fucking Mickey Callaway! Fucking Mickey Callaway! Fucking Mickey Callaway!
I love that clip.
Mm-hmm.
Deaganosis, Raiders, Jets, Titans, and Dolphins need to contract. No, we get double franchises like that. The NFL wants to expand, which means you're going to get more of this, especially when the injuries hit.
Mm-hmm.
God's butt monkey. I'm in my late 40s, overweight, have chronic arthritis, and haven't played backup O-line since high school. Put me in, Jim Harbaugh. I'd be an upgrade. You'd be an upgrade over Daniel Faalele, I will say that.
Yeah.
Widespread in men, 06. Can I just say, the facts that Chiefs had Minstrew kneel before the 2-minute warning of the fourth quarter, it's several slaps in the face for Las Vegas.
Yeah,
No, what's the slap in the face for
pretty
Las
slappy.
Vegas? Is only getting 3 first downs and 30 plays all fucking game. That's the insult.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter. Beast of Metal 1989. Was that word all over gaming circles before IW and Hamels got too cute? Yes, exactly. Call of Duty 09. You weren't a man until you got called that word.
Yeah.
As an aside, many a metalhead used it in a more hateful contest against sane chodes around the same era. Exactly. It was thrown around like it was candy. It's used on TV. Like South Park used it all the damn time.
Yeah.
So yes, it is a proper word.
Mm-hmm.
Lurch too tall. Bring him to Jesus. Bro, it's not a big deal. You called him the F slur because he was being a hateful prick, not because you thought he was gay. Exactly. Like when we were growing up, it was the term for piece of shit.
Yeah, that's the thing. You know, I'm of that age,
And it's
where
hard to
that was in the
sort of
locker
get out of
room,
that mindset.
Yeah,
It's
and
just how it is.
I honestly, I wanted to say something to hurt him, and that was the first thing, you know. And unfortunately, that was like the thing that came to the top, and like I just have to be better with impulse control. But yeah, it was like, oh my god, yeah, I didn't think he was gay. Like that would be wrong, you know. Like, but it was just bad.
No, what you should have said is every day you wake up, your mom wishes you were a pre-7th trimester abortion because of how much of a disgrace you are to your family lineage.
Yeah, and that would have somehow been acceptable. Like, no, I wouldn't.
Exactly.
Have
Like you
issue
said,
an
like, oh yeah, you
apology
should have been fucking
for
killed. Like
saying
honestly,
that.
you should have
That's
just told him to like.
crazy.
I mean, you couldn't have told him to kill himself because that's just, I mean, that's
Yeah, I
unfortunately
can't do
wrong too.
that.
I mean, we've been told to kill ourselves. I've had it
That
happen like
happens
during
all
these
the
streams, like
time.
bitching about the Mets. Was like, yeah, kill yourself. Like, whoa, what?
Bayou,
I'm just talking about the Mets. Okay.
Yeah. Mhm.
But it's how it is. I call some people the F slur because it's another word for dumbass, not for slow forget. Of course, that's how most people our age are. It's just how it is.
Mhm.
In KC251, my coworker is a Colts fan in the Philly area. He gave up on the season before it started. He still can't believe the Colts are 6-1. I don't think
Yeah,
any of us
dude.
can, dude. I mean, I thought they were done. Christopher Brickner, 5181. Funny stats. Kentucky had twice the offensive yards, half the penalty yards, and 3 times as many first downs as Texas Longhorns, and they still lost. Shing, the guy who helps me with sports ball, was talking to me about it earlier. It's like, man, that's some pain. It was reminded me of Steelers Texans in 2002, their original year, where they had like quadrupled them in yardage, but still lost by 4 because they gave up a bunch of fumbles and pick sixes and interception returns.
Yeah.
It was gnarly, dude.
Pens won. Mhm.
Yeah, Pens won. I mean, they crushed them 5-1.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm surprised by that, but as I said, the Pens have been surprisingly good. Archer Shilovs he's been good.
The Giants, dude, the game where Darius Slayton dropped that pass, where Evan Ingram dropped that pass, the Giants
The
have
Eagles
so
game.
many losses that you can just point to where you're like, this.
The
team
Commanders
is-
game with the
Mhm.
penalty on the kick where they missed and then they made it.
Yeah,
that one.
and then the tie game when they tied the Commanders for fucking
Yep,
stupid shit.
that was
and,
classic.
like,
Last year when you
yeah, I'm gonna have to
limited them
go
in the
through
red
every.
zone.
Yeah,
That's a video idea. Every painful
yeah,
Giants
that's what-
loss
no,
over
I'm
the last
coming
10
out
years,
with it
and you cheer
Friday.
them. You cheer them.
yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go. That's how you do it. Deaganosis, Giants so acid made 5 contract the derp. And Beast of Metal, I don't hold this against you, but I also get if you do take a week away from that thing called Mara calls a team. It seems like game reaction streams are a good way to grind oneself into pace.
Yeah, that's where I'm really debating on whether
Yeah.
I react Sunday.
Yeah.
I might I just for my own mental sanity because they are killing me. Like
Yeah.
literally killing
That's-
me.
That's why I don't do them every week. Not because my team's killing me, but just because doing it every week kind of wears you down and prevents you
Yeah.
from doing other stuff. Remember,
I don't
like
know how Brandon
there was a
does
time
it.
in October
Yeah.
that I was streaming every week for Steelers games. We were doing every Mets playoff game, and we were doing a
Mhm.
bunch of other things too. And I was just cooped up in here most of the day. So like we were streaming like 5-6 days a week, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was fun, but still, it's like, dear God. Daniel Hooper, 3488. IMO, if the Eagles are Super Bowl, then Chiefs need to be in. I said, I still
They're
think the
not
Chiefs
ready.
take it over the Broncos, but they've looked good. I mean, it is the Raiders, to be fair. The Raiders
Yeah,
are
Raiders
bad.
Yeah, then
corporate
there's Tom,
Raiders.
who's just a machine. He just streams all day on Sunday. Like after that game, I was exhausted. Like, but
I
also
think
the
what helps
Packers
him-
don't destroy people like the Giants
Yeah.
do.
Well, the Packers are like a proper franchise and they win. I think, and he is also more of a casual fan too, so he enjoys a lot of just football in general.
Yeah, he can
I
just
think,
watch a game.
I think
between
what
two
helps
teams.
is that his videos are shorter. Like they're not like long form madness like what we do.
Mhm.
Like my videos are like 25, 30 minutes. Like the NHL haters I finally got that out Saturday. That beat the shit out of me. I just went from like Wednesday, Thursday, and just started editing nonstop. I had all the prep done, but like
Mhm.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, worked on that pretty much for the entirety of those 3 days. Finally got it out, and it's like, oh, thank God. It's like, crap, I got World Series haters guy now. Like, shit.
Mhm.
So that's what I'm going to be doing tonight. Sports
Yeah.
ball and World Series haters guide.
This is three upload week for me too. I got a video on Comiskey Park coming out,
Mhm.
and then I got to do probably this Giant game. So
Does anyone actually
or
call
the
it
Giants
great
losses.
field? No one.
Oh my
No one
gosh,
calls
I
it
have to
great
in the
field.
video. It's on Old Comiskey Park, but I have to emphasize the T when I say it because like it sounds so much like that awful word. It's I have to say rate field. It's the worst name in all of sports for a team.
Yeah, it's not even guaranteed rate. It's just rate field. I mean, if you don't pronounce it, I mean, that sounds like what Reinsdorf does to the White Sox fans every year, but this is how it is. Depressed Chargers fans, Vandy, Georgia Tech, and Indiana are all top 10 greatness. And I hope they all make the college football playoff. But Indiana, I mean, Signetti got extended, so that's Penn State was trying to get him, but Indiana threw like the entire vault at him, which is understandable. Nick Shannon, 2879. The Browns' perpetual ineptitude is the football gods' way of balancing out Ohio State being the eternal juggernaut. No other explanation. God gives Cleveland his toughest battles. What can I say? Errol Flambe, what I miss, boys. 5 do the deep sigh. Sorry yet? Yep, he did. It was very heartfelt. There were some legitimate tears there. There weren't crocodile tears.
Yeah, it wasn't. I can't act, so
Those
it
were
was
legit
emotional.
tears.
Yeah.
You didn't do like the fake watery eyes. I mean, that was pure. 4-7 for 10. I had a feeling Whack Robinson's play calling would cost Atlanta Sunday night. What also did it was having a taste of their own medicine. Defense ran by an ex-Jets coach and a single running back doing everything else. 200 all-purpose yards for CMC, baby. Apparently that's the only one you need healthy. And Nintendo Brock 95, as an Arkansas and Arkansas State fan and alum for college football and a Titans fan in the NFL, I'm glad that basketball and NHL seasons are here.
Yeah, we're going to have a
tomorrow.
sports equinox soon. We're going to have all 4 sports.
I believe on Friday.
Yes. I love me a sports equinox.
Actually, wait, Saturday or Sunday.
Sunday, I think, because of
Sunday.
all the
because the NFL.
Yeah.
And then maybe Monday. I don't think because they'd be
no, yeah.
Might be Sunday or Monday. We'll see. The Villains Talk Show for 7 Canadian. I know it wouldn't be happening soon, but my Calgary Flames deserve a legacy of failure. Tree. Right now, the fan base is hoping we tank for McKenna. They won a championship 35 years ago. They're not ready yet. They've blown a lot of games.
Fleury. They should have won. Foot was in the crease.
I mean,
Jerome
if that doesn't
McGinley.
happen, Tampa Bay would have potentially had a legacy of failure.
Jerome
But
McGinley's
they got
name
it
was
back.
going to be put on the Conn Smythe Trophy, and then all.
Well, the
shit,
problem is that's the problem with like certain like championships, one way or the other. Like if Jerome McGinley, Craig Conroy, and Mika Kiprasov get that championship, Dave Andrechuk, Martin St. Louis, Brad Richards, and Vinny LeCavalier, they're without a cup. Vancouver, for example, if the Sedin twins, Roberto Luongo, and like Alex Edler, they get the cups. Guess who doesn't get a cup? Patrice Bergeron, David Krejci, Tim Thomas, Tuukka Rask, Rich Beverly, Zdeno Chara. So it's just one of the others. Like there would be a lot of guys who wouldn't get cups. Brad Marchand, they would be talking about him finally getting a cup.
Yeah.
And Marco, seeing the NBA returning to NBC and hearing the classic John Tesh round ball rock with Mike Tirico on commentary is absolute cinema. John Stanley, Anime UWLP here. What if the entire MLB season is canceled NHL style? What happens to MLB? You have to remember with the NHL, they needed that to fix certain things and make it long-term sustainable because there were a bunch of teams that were bankrupt. There were a lot of haves and have-nots. It was a mess.
Yeah.
So they needed it for the sake of parity. And hockey, I'm going to be honest, hasn't been healthier than it has just because of the different amount of just you can't like keep a team around and hoard and spend to your heart's content. Like you actually have to be smart about it. And it's cost a bunch of teams for cap mismanagement. And Professor Darkness, do me a favor, Tree. Give my Falcons locale of the week if we lose to the Dolphins next week. Depends if the way they lose. 100%. It's always about the style. Beast of Metal 1989. I'm going to repeat my prediction from 2022 with different years. Once the 2026 World Series ends, bye MLB. See ya in 2029. Lockout 2027, 2028. You really think they're going to be out for 2 years? I mean, that would kill the entire
2
sport.
years would end the sport, dude.
Yeah, it would end the league.
I get,
like you'd be
I get
having
what you're
grassroots
saying,
leagues.
Beastie. I get what you're saying. You're being a little facetious, but 2 years would be suicide for the MLB.
It would. Maze the Great. I know you're busy, but we're overdue for another legacy of failure. If I have the time to work on it, man, absolutely. This is the problem with right now. It's I'm not hurting for content. It's just trying to find, like, choose your battles. That's the reality. There's so much I want to do. It's just
the
Can't get to
the
it.
thing in a negotiation, I think the players usually break because they're the ones with mortgages and lifestyles. Like billionaires, they're billionaires.
Yeah.
You know, they don't care. They're just
The
like,
elite
"Yo."
players will hang on. The rank and file are the ones that are going to break.
Yeah, and then they the rank and file vote too, and they're just like, "Yo, bro, I have got
That,
you know,
I mean, that's
lots
how
of
the
going
NFL
on.
got their CBA through. They appealed to the
Mhm.
rank and file. They gave them a few extra bones, couple extra roster spots, practice
They know what
squad for
they're
the
doing.
veterans, increased salaries.
These guys are businessmen. You know what I'm saying? They know how to negotiate. The athletes they just want an athlete.
Yep.
So they
They'll be
usually
like,
win.
get me a fair deal, get me out there. Make sure I'm protected in case I'm
Beastie
injured.
saying he wish he was joking.
Exactly.
Yeah, Manfred is
Robert-
crazy.
Yeah, Robert Manfred is
Mhm.
crazy. I mean,
Robert for $4.99. Let's go.
Robert, what's up, brother? Thank you. And Life Upstat for 5. I would still take this Mariner season over being in a debriefing video, but man, agony, thy name is George Springer. You've had your great moments. I mean, Jorge Polanco, you're going to remember, along with Edgar Martinez.
What a
The Game
season for
5 home
Cal.
run by Eugenio Suarez, which I thought was going to
Yeah.
be the dagger. But unfortunately, in the end of the day, the main thing you're going to remember is this.
Having gone as further than any other team in franchise history.
Ah, man, Brian
tough.
Wu is throwing a bullpen right now. You can tell he's like, "Fuck this shit. I will never feel that again."
I think the
Like-
problem is you need to take a couple weeks off to let the arm rest,
Nah,
but
fuck that
you're just
shit. Brian Wu's in
recontemplating.
the weight room right now.
You have
right
to take some
now.
time off from baseball to let your elbow heal, or else you're
Mhm.
gonna break it.
Nah, dude, he's working right now. He's like, "Fuck that shit. I'm doing squats."
And Sean Shamley, speaking of having no heart Leafs, way to go, losing 5-2 to the Devils. Leafs have been kind of struggle bussing. And Anthony Stolarz pretty much called out the team for not having his back. I think losing Marner is it's kind of having an effect because the high-end talent's been having some trouble. If they miss the playoffs, heads are going to roll again. The J is silent. At least the GMN have Darth Vader and Scatterboo.
Did you see Russell Wilson and Sean Payton doing a little Twitter
Yes.
beefing?
Yes.
I
Sean
was like,
Payton's out here
wow.
throwing shade at Russell Wilson.
Mhm.
And then
And
Russell
Russ has
Wilson
clapped back,
comes
and
out
people are
with
criticizing
shots
Russ.
fired. No, I mean,
You
Sean
know
Payton's
what?
an arrogant piece of shit.
He is.
Let's be real here, man. I think both
get-
sides need to die.
Yeah,
Here's the
I think.
tweet, by the way.
Yeah, I think Russ needs to just step away. But like, I also think, you know, within limits, you should have the right to defend yourself against people talking shit about you. You know, as
Bounty
someone
hunting 15 plus
like
years
the
later.
people that talk the shit seem to get away with it most. You know.
Hashtag let's. I mean, look at us. We get away with it. We talk shit all the time.
No, I'm
Hashtag
saying
let's
that
ride.
the inflammatory people, they get away with just being assholes, and when you defend yourself, you're the asshole
Well, of course.
again.
That's how it always
know.
is. You get bitched
mean,
at, and then when you try to defend yourself, you're the villain. It's just how it is.
It's like getting the second penalty after someone sticks a finger in your eye, then you punch them, and then you're the
Yep.
one with the 2-game suspension.
And God's butt monkey, bring back the Packers trash tier just for Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
And Robert, your stance on Peacemaker season 2 is more offensive.
Oh man, no, I thought it was good, dude. See, I think it's above average.
Yeah.
It's
well,
above average as a show.
The season I'm really worried about is The Boys season 5. I was season 4
gotta be
made
the
me
last
roll my
season, right?
eyes. Yeah, it is. I think it's the end of the show. But I mean, season 4 made me roll my eyes.
The
on
goal,
all ways.
you
It
know,
was
they
so
just gotta
ham-fisted.
kill Homelander. That's the thing. They're gonna
Well, of
kill
course.
Homelander
Well,
and all the supers, and
no.
yeah, everyone will get a satisfying death. And it's just.
I
like,
know
all right.
exactly what's going to happen. They're going to make Homelander into a Trump reference. They already are.
Yeah.
Like they've already
It's,
made it into
that's
like so
pretty
really
obvious.
like really poorly disguised Fox News and like
Yeah, they
straw
made it
men.
about-
And it's just like this is bad, dude.
Yeah, the show was good when it was just about, you know, guys exploding in another guy's butthole. That was
Yeah,
fucking
but the problem
hilarious.
is
The
nowadays
guy
it's just like it's
sneezes.
so ham-fisted.
Yeah.
And then they go off about like how women's sexual assault's back, and then suddenly when like the main character, I think his name Huey, like he gets sexually assaulted as a man, suddenly like
Yeah,
the producer
yeah,
going,
yeah.
male sexual assault's funny. It's like eat a dick. Fucking dolt. Hypocrite. Tony Nicolaude. The apology was legit. If I had heard something about Castellanos, I would have been worried. I would have done something about that because
You know what's crazy? And I like everyone remembers Tom Brenneman's apology. They don't even remember what he said, really. And
I know what he said.
like, yeah, I know what he said too, and that's why he got canceled because it was hateful. You know, well, I wouldn't say hateful, just inappropriate.
And
and
then
then
hardcore inappropriate.
yeah,
I think he
and
was talking
then-
about San Francisco too.
Yeah, he said something with some malice behind it, and then but he ends
He
up
didn't realize the
getting
mic was
fired.
on. He didn't realize it was
Yeah.
hot. When you always have a mic on, assume it's hot.
Yeah.
But I mean, you had the camera, like the recording on. Like I, have
Oh,
a
I
microphone
knew, but
around
I
me all
was
the
like,
time.
Yeah. It was but that's I was trying to make a point about how Brenneman and he hasn't had a gig since. I don't know what
He
does
has
now.
actually. He's on
Really?
CW now. He's back
Oh.
broadcasting college football. So he is back.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
Okay,
Tom
so
Brenneman
even
is
he-
back. He has put on the
even
headset
he-
again.
Has survived the
John Gruden survived. I mean, John
Yeah.
Gruden's actually thriving on social media now.
yeah, Gruden laughed at he posted a tweet
He
of
said
him
a
playing
lot of like
Immaculate
different
Grid.
emails, man. Like he was
Yeah.
talking about DeMaurice Smith with Michelin tires, something along those lines, like shouting about like, saying F bombs like left and right when a player had just come out of the closet earlier that year. It's like, and then you're looking at that. It's like, yeah, you can't set foot in that locker room again. You've lost the respect of
Yeah.
the players.
Yeah.
Just in general from everything coming out. Like, why should I respect you when all this shit's coming
that
out?
would be
And I
funny
still
if the
feel like
Giants
Dan
hired
Snyder
Gruden.
pushed. I still feel like Dan
Oh,
Snyder
yeah,
pushed that shit out
yeah.
just to cover his ass. I know
Yeah,
exactly
yeah.
why that happened.
Of course. Yeah, he had some personal beef with him, and he
He was just trying to get he was just trying to pull a smoke screen, be like,
Maybe it
"Oh,
was
look, here are the
something-
emails.
maybe-
It's not on me. It's on
Jay
Gruden. It's on him."
Yeah, maybe it's Jay Gruden and Snyder had beef, and he was like, "You know what I'll do? I'll hurt your
Yeah.
fucking brother."
Yep. Yeah, that stuff
Dan
about
Snyder's
Bruce
such a
Allen.
piece of shit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The fact that he got $6 billion for that team instead of living on the streets is fucking infuriating.
Yeah.
He got rewarded for driving a team into the ground, and they're still
What
trying to
happened
rebuild
Jay
from it.
Gruden?
He is, I think, on social media. I think he was like still like kind of. He comes up every now and again. I think he kind of talks shit about RG3.
I think there was a beef one.
Yep, Brian LaMontagne. Tree should eat a bowl of Skyline chili this Thursday stream, and 5 sings the theme to My Little Pony to Pern at the same time. My Little Pony. Oh, Lord, the power of friendship. The Doors, 1388. Mariners won a World Series before there's a dumpster fire member stream. We'll see you in 2050. Also, been too many feelings tonight. The DF is about sheds and degeneracy. 5 slurvids. Well, we weren't on the dumpster fire. It was on his main channel. There's a huge difference.
Yeah,
This
it
we're on
was-
the
it was
the
on
side
Maine.
channel. Different.
It was
Jared
on
Froman.
Maine. Yeah.
My Red Wings are on fire. Where did this team come from? Our rookies are impeccable. Goaltending looks solid, and Dylan freaking Larkin. I mean, you got rid of the old
Lark.
veterans. You have Emmett Finney, Sundin Pelika, and Bronseg Nygaard, I believe. I mean, those 3 have been pretty solid for the Bart. You have Albert Johansson taking on a big role again. Sider. Lucas Raymond's hurt, which sucks, but he'll come back.
Yeah.
And Sean Shanley. Face it, Tree. Giants play better than the Steelers because unlike the Steelers, they only lost by a point. Steelers, more than 1 point. No, we lost by 2 points. 2. And Jay Fins. Hi, lifelong Dolphins fan here. It was nice while it lasted and can't wait for the year 2033 for when Stephen Ross is no longer the owner and team is maybe adequate. Shake my head.
Yeah.
Fins down.
You're gonna have to wait till he passes, man. Stephen Ross is
Yeah.
not giving up
He is a
that ghost.
boob.
He is a
he-
boob. He's a
bad.
giant
He's
boob,
confident.
man. He's got a
He's more
big
worried
old
about the Miami
boob.
Grand Prix.
Big titty man.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
And Hamar, imagine every quarter was the fourth quarter.
yeah, if you're a Giants fan, you know. Mhm.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, let's do some Immaculate
let's
Gritty.
Immaculate Gritties. Let's go.
Finally got to the
Get-
end,
get a
and
perfect.
it's almost 10 o'clock.
Yeah,
Ooh, here we
oh,
go.
that's fine. We had a show.
Anaheim
An
and
Angel
Washington.
and a Washington.
Ooh,
Howie
there are a couple
Kendrick.
you can think of. Howie Kendrick's a pretty easy one.
Uh,
Bartolo Colon.
Bartolo Colon.
Mm-hmm.
I think Todd
I'm
Zeal's
trying-
both, but you know, we
Zeal?
use Todd Zeal a lot. Sean
Trying to think
Shanley,
who-
anime, UL final super. Aaron Rodgers will bounce back, and the Cheeseheads will melt from his power. Ooh, that is going to be a
Ooh.
great game.
Very
Are
kinky.
you going to do some type of co-stream with Grossi or?
I'm thinking so. I'll have to ask him, but I believe we're going to cross the streams again. We've done it twice before. We're going to do it again. And it should be interesting. It should be a very, very interesting night. We're currently 1-1 against each other.
Yeah.
He won the first one. I won the second one. So it's for the bragging rights. For the bragging rights. Ooh, Anaheim, Washington. Kurt Suzuki would actually wouldn't be a
Oh, that's a good one. Now he's
no,
the
in
manager.
honor of the manager.
There
Yep,
you
5%
go.
now.
5%. It was too much in everyone's Washington oil can boy.
Oil can board.
Yep, with the
Oil can.
Expos. Ooh,
Yep.
Washington and a Yankee.
Also Montreal and a Yankee. You can also do that. Tim Raines. Did Will Cordero
great
ever play for
one.
the Yankees?
No. Trevor Popino had a panic attack yesterday and was dreading coming home from work today. Was excited to watch my favorite bald and my favorite salty Yinzer. Thanks for the distraction, gentlemen.
There you
Yeah,
go. Jeff Juden.
thank you. Ooh, crossing Dead Bad Key says crossing the streams. That could get dangerous.
Oh yeah, we've done it before.
We've definitely crossed the streams many times.
Yankees shortstop.
You went with Jeff Juden. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I just found it randomly. Remember, you got to think
Shortstop for
Expos.
Anaheim. What's that guy's name?
Dickie Thon.
Dickie Thon. Yes, Dickie Thon. That's what your
Boston
mom-
shortstop.
Sorry.
Did Tim Nehring ever play shortstop, or was he just a third baseman?
I got an obscure one. Nomar Garcia Parra. Nobody's ever
that
heard
is
of that
very
guy.
obscure. Most
Yep.
obscure name you've ever thought of in your life.
Yep. Ooh, Randy Velarde. That's a good one. Oh gosh.
Ooh,
who
Pedro
else is-
Siriaco.
Nice.
So,
And a
former
Yankee
Pirate.
shortstop. Willie Randolph played short.
Willie Randolph is actually a pretty good pull. Oh,
No. How did Willie
fucked
Randolph
up.
never play? She was a second baseman. He never played short.
Louis Soho.
Yeah. Okay. Damn it.
He's the utility guy.
Played catcher.
Yankees
for the
catcher?
Yankees. I got a good one. Rare. Jorge Posada. Never
Very good.
heard of him.
Did
Thurman
Kelly
Munson?
Stinnett ever play for the Yankees?
He's not a Yankee.
Kelly Stinnett? No.
Jim
Jim Leyritz is too easy.
Frito Larrett. Oh, Francisco Cervelli's a good one.
Cervelli,
Pirate.
very decent one. Oh, shoot, Chris Stewart.
Okay, that'll work.
Stu
Austin, Jason Veritek.
Veritek.
Gosh, who's did Zeal
Reese
ever play?
McGuire.
Oh wow, that's
Most
a good
known
one.
for jacking off in a parking lot.
Oh really?
Yes,
Wow.
that's what Cal Quantrill was talking to him about last year. It's like that's why he fought. It's like he talked about jacking off in a parking lot. That's why I got arrested.
Well, me and him in a shed. You know, we're shed
Well, I mean,
brothers.
Shed's a little less embarrassing.
Where's
than a parking
hey?
lot.
Listen,
Not in public.
look. All right, since this is the dumbest fire, strangest place you've ever cranked it.
Ever cranked it? Ooh.
Yeah.
I mean, that would have to be a public bathroom.
Oh, that's bad.
Dude, it's better than a fucking shed, dude.
It's better than a shed, but like, oh man, public bathroom's pretty bad.
Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Yeah, you gotta do what you
people have
gotta
done
do.
crazier
This is the
shit in
dumpster
public
fire.
bathrooms, dude. Just saying.
Yep. The Angels catcher. Let's get this out.
Benji Molina.
Benji Molina. No one's ever heard of that guy. Yep, 14%. All right, let's
14%,
do
damn.
football
Crap.
and then Hogtism.
Rams,
Ooh,
Eagles.
Rams,
Ooh.
Eagles.
There are a couple vets that probably bounced around from time to time. Just trying to think who they
There's a
are.
running back. I'm lost there. A Ram Colt.
Ram and a Colt. Eric
Yeah.
Dickerson. That's the easiest one.
Yeah, that's an easy one.
Trying to think who else is like kind of.
Oh, Rams, Eagles, Nick Foles. That's a great one.
Big Dick Nick.
Sam
We'll
Bradford.
do-
Yeah, that's another one.
We'll do Big Dick Nick.
Big Dick.
15%.
Bronco and an Eagle. I think Kyle Orton.
No, did
Orton? I don't think Orton was
no,
ever
no,
an
no,
Eagle.
no. Wait, was Simeon an Eagle?
I don't think so.
It's one of the backup quarterbacks.
Trying to
that-
think who like was kind of there. Because the problem is like they don't really move. You're more or less trying to find practice squad guys or those along those lines. We'll come back to this one. Eagles, Browns.
Joe
That's
Flacco.
Dougie P.
Doug Peterson. That's a great one.
Dougie P.
Yep. Brown
Brownie and a
Colt.
Colt.
Trent Richardson. Can I
Yep,
get a
Trent
Trent
Richardson.
Richardson reference today?
You know, let's do Trent Richardson. Why not?
Okay.
28%.
Yep.
Bronco and a Colt. Ooh. A couple wide receivers that jump off the bat. I'm just did T.Y. Hilton? No, T.Y. Hilton never played for the Colts. He played for the Cowboys.
Broncos.
A couple I should-
Colts. Was it? Oh, Jacob Tammy. That's a good one. Not John Elway. That is correct.
Do Jacob Tammy. And a
Okay.
Colt and a Ram. Samson Ebukam.
Ooh, good one.
Yep, just got injured. Only one team
Andrew
for the
Whitworth.
Rams. No, he's actually a Bengal.
Oh, really?
Yep, he was a Bengal for 10 years.
Oh, so then it's
Got to
like a
think of
one
so you got to think of
season-
like
yeah,
a
you gotta
low
think of
end
a one-
like
yeah, a
prospect
guy
who
that
kind of came out of
just-
nowhere.
they just played
That's who
one
you got to
season.
think of.
Yeah,
You got to think of somebody like
a draft pick that got cut
yep,
out.
offensive line, corner, safety, stuff along those lines. So somebody like, for example,
Oh, Aaron Donald's good. Yeah.
Jared Verse.
Stetson Bennett. That's a good one.
Stetson Bennett
A
never played for the Rams.
Bronco?
He never played a game.
He never
A
played in
Bronco
an
only for
NFL
one
game.
team. Yeah, Justin Sternad.
Does that count though? If you make the roster, do you count? As
No,
an
it's
NFL
you have to
player?
play a
You
game.
have to
You have to
play
play a
in
game.
a game.
Correct.
Oh, that sucks. But what if you make a roster 5 years in a row and you never play a game? Doesn't that count?
No, I mean not for Immaculate Grid.
Wow. So Kurt Benkert counts as a Packer though, because he played one
Yes,
snap.
correct. He was in the
Mhm.
game, so he does count.
All right, Bronco and an Eagle.
Romanowski?
Isn't there a wide receiver? No, Romanowski was never an Eagle.
I thought he was an Eagle.
Go
Let's
with
do
it. Ah, you got it. Nice.
Yeah, he played very early. I was looking up on Wikipedia like a month ago. I'm like, wait, Romanowski was an Eagle? Because I remember him being on the Raiders and then the Broncos. I thought he was just on the Broncos. He was on, I think, the 49ers too. He was on the Eagles for a couple years. So let's do some pucktism.
Yes, pucktism. I like that.
All the pucktism. But the
Yes.
pucktism. All the tisms. Tisms for days upon days upon days upon days. Ooh. Carolina and Lightning. Ooh, interesting choices here.
I don't know a single Carolina and Lightning.
I know a couple of them. You got to think Hartford Whalers too, along those lines. But I'm trying to think that through. I'll come back to this one. Carolina, Toronto. You can also do Hartford, Toronto. Those are pretty easy ones, though.
Bailey Reichert trying to get it in at the last minute. Rockets trying to spoil championship night. It's possible. Could happen. Ooh, a Carolina, Toronto. No idea.
Trying to think. There are a bunch of them I can think of, but it's just.
Ooh, you got
Kent
Penguins in
Manderville.
this. You're gonna get some
Oh, I'm gonna get some super obscure ones,
super
man.
obscure,
Super
ones.
duper obscure.
Super
I just got to
duper.
think of like a certain Lightning player that I can figure out like in the time frame. But I'm just trying to.
Freddie Anderson
He's-
was a Lightning.
No, he was not. He was a duck and a leaf.
Oh.
But I'm trying to think who else.
And remember, you got for Carolina, you got Hartford Whalers too.
Yep, exactly. Oh wait, did Brian Elliott ever play for Carolina? I don't know if he did.
No, yes, Elliott did. No, he played for Calgary, not Carolina.
Exactly. That's what I thought. I'm like,
You got confused by the pad
yep,
color.
I did.
which
Correct.
is all-
That's why I scared.
Almost used
Sean
pad
Burke.
is usually red. Okay.
Ooh, Pittsburgh, Tampa Bay Lightning. Ooh, we can get some good ones here. Dan Kessa.
I can't.
Brian Holzinger.
Oh, I got one for Pittsburgh Leafs. Some
What?
fat
Sure.
guy named Phil Kessel.
Phil Kessel, the legend of legends himself.
Yes.
I truly agree with that.
Ate
That
hot
is a
dogs out of the
very good pull,
Stanley
sir.
Cup.
Very good pull.
Thank you.
So the proudest pull I've ever heard of in my life. So I truly agree with you. Greg Andrusak.
Who the
Boom.
fuck are these people?
Exactly. Pittsburgh and San Jose. I'm going to go with a little bit of a throwback here. He never panned out in Pittsburgh, but Niels Ekman.
Wow.
A goals
Goals
against under 3.
okay.
And it could be a single season too.
It could be like, yeah, it could be one
Ooh.
guy that.
So
just
we
came
got to
in
go
and-
someone a little more modern. It could be like a guy who relatively came in just for a day or two, didn't do a job per se. Ooh, okay.
Oh, what's the E-Bugs name that played for Toronto?
Wait, different. Oh, fuck, wrong Niemi.
Fucked up.
I
That
did the
shouldn't
wrong
count.
Niemi.
What was the
This is like
E-Bugs name?
anti-UC and anti-Niemi.
What was the emergency backup goalie that played for the Leafs and beat his own
No, he
team?
played against the Leafs. That's
Yeah.
David Ayers.
Oh, damn.
That would be a
you're
good
right.
one, but unfortunately, that's not going to count.
What team was that for? The Hurricanes when he did that?
Yep, Hurricanes. Wait, whoops.
Yeah, that sucks.
I wanted to- See, that's horseshit. And then Tampa Bay.
Fucked up.
we will-
Yeah, this
yeah,
doesn't
we-
count, man.
Yeah, it's BS. but it is what it
Nabokov.
is. Rolling the
Pro-Niemi
goalie.
versus anti. Yeah, if there's an anti-Niemi, there's definitely a pro-Niemi.
Yeah, there's an Uncle Niemi too.
All right, let's end the stream. Let's
Got
not
a few
have
more here.
flashbacks. Oh,
Did you
okay.
get all these too?
Yeah, I got them all. I got 'em
Final
all.
super will bounce back on the cheeseheads. Will melt from this power. Had a panic attack. Was right at home.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you,
read
Trevor.
all these, man.
All right, man.
Read
I
all
was too
these. You weren't
busy.
even paying attention.
Well, I was just too busy
I just
with
want to
something.
again say thank you for all the support that you guys have shown me and the love, and you've been amazing. And it was pretty dark after I did what I did, but you guys keep me going, and I love you. And we'll see you next week.
Absolutely. We'll see you next week. I'll see you all Thursday. We'll have some really
All
bad
right.
AI.